Hello, everyone. This is Tyler McMillan here, host of the Basement Podcast. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to take a couple minutes to thank some of our friends and sponsors out there that are helping make the Basement Podcast possible. First up, we've got Rollin' Dough Pizza located in Tompkinsville, Kentucky. Rollin' Dough's got fresh dough, loaded toppings, and some of the best pizza around. To me, Rollin' Dough's one of those places that you go for the whole experience and not just a place that you go because you're hungry. Rollin' Dough's ran by a great family. They've got great food, and it's a great atmosphere. And I couldn't think of a better place for you to go in the next few weeks on the weekend to enjoy some March Madness basketball with a slice of pizza, a good burger, or some wings. Next up, we'd like to give a big shout out to our friends down at the Eatin' Table, one of our newer sponsors. The Eatin' Table is located just outside of Gamel, Kentucky. If you're looking for a great home-style cooked meal, that's the place to go. The Eatin' Table offers burgers, daily specials, steak dinners, breakfast foods. They've got the whole package. Personally, the Eatin' Table's got some of my favorite breakfast food in the whole area. So if you're looking for a good breakfast in the morning with a good coffee, stop by the Eatin' Table. Either way, if you're in the area, next time you're deciding where you want to eat, stop by Rollin' Dough Pizza or cruise on down to Gamel and stop by the Eatin' Table. Make sure that when you do, you let them know that your friends down at the Basement Podcast sent you. So thank you guys. Now let's get into the episode.
We're in the basement. We're in the basement. We're in the basement. I said we're in the basement. And if you're not in the basement, you need to be in the basement right now, because you're missing out. We're in the basement, and if you're not in the basement, you need to be in the basement right now. Tompkinsville, Kentucky, Center Point Road. You need to be in the basement. You need to be in the basement right now, because you're missing out.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Basement Podcast. This is your host, Tyler McMillan. I've got an exciting guest for everyone today, someone that is a longtime friend of mine, a former teammate, and current head coach of the Glasgow Scotties football program. So, everybody, welcome Jackson Arnett to the Basement Podcast. How's everything going, dude?
It's going good, man. I'm fired up to be here. I really am. I told Lincoln, I said, I'm jealous you got to go first, but I get it. And I said, I'm excited to see T-Mac. I hadn't got to see you in a while. It's been a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Man, it has been. I
Probably seen you and said hi or something at a ball game.
I try to consciously text you every time we play. You guys, whatever sport we're playing in. But no, it has been a minute. You and I go way back, and there's probably some way back stories that we won't be able to tell on air.
No, we'll have to tell them off air. We've spent a lot of time together. So
yeah, we go way back to. Oh, man, I'll say this: I watched some of your all's episodes. And I've seen I don't know what you guys call it. Some people are trying to convince you to root for a certain NFL team.
Yeah.
And I watched the episodes. I was really under the impression you were a Packers fan, because I remember in elementary school you being the only other person that I knew that was also a Packers fan.
I guess I was more of a Brett Favre guy.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what it is. I guess I just fell in love with Florida and college football, and I just kind of, and then when I got into coaching, you do so much on Sunday, you don't get to watch much. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I just got to where I just didn't watch it enough to love it. I'm starting, now that I'm kind of back and don't live far from where I work. Like I can watch it a little more now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the Packers were my first.
Yeah.
Brett Favre was my first love.
For some reason, my memory with certain things is insane. But I remember like we were at parent pickup at TES, and I remember seeing you wearing a Packers shirt.
I had one.
I'm
I had
like,
a Packers
hey,
jersey.
There's another Packers fan.
Yeah,
and it may have been a jersey too you're wearing, but I remember I'm like, hey, there's one of me because they're
someone
very
tried
rare.
to convince me to go with the Packers. I can't remember who it was. I've had a few people message and be like, hey,
I hear it, man. Come home.
Yeah,
it's time to come home.
Come home.
There's nothing better than, which I've never been to Lambeau Field, but I imagine there's nothing better.
I want to go.
I want to go so bad.
I would love to go. I mean, I just feel like that's a bucket list stadium. Oh, it was maybe my friend Matt Bottom. We coached together at Boyle County. He's a big Packers fan.
Yeah.
Maybe in him, it was like, we're the only – it may not have been him. I can't remember who it was, but whoever it was like, we're the only publicly owned team, like the fans on the team, and then just all this. And I don't know.
Yeah, I wish I could definitively tell you why I'm a Packers fan. I have no idea. I know I loved Brett Favre when I was a kid, but I really don't think I knew who he was until after I became a Packers fan. My Uncle Terry is a Packers fan. Do you remember my Uncle Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, Music City Bowl trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's a Packers fan.
So the first ever football game I went to, Gary Rowland. You know Gary Rowland. So he's a Packers fan. Mm-hmm. He knew I was a Brett Favre Packers guy. We went to church together. I was only like 7 or 8 years old, and he took me to my first ever game. It was in Nashville at it was the Packers and the Titans.
Yeah.
And I think the Titans won, actually. I was little bitty. I'll never forget him picking me up. I wore my little Packers jersey. It was about 5 sizes too big.
Yeah.
And he took me. So
I guess I've never been to an NFL game.
Really?
My first ever football game was like my Uncle Terry used to take us to a bunch of Kentucky games. But I've never been to an NFL game.
I don't know that I have been to. I've been to a few Titans games with Ethan Strode, and then they took me back. Oh, I guess I was in middle school, maybe.
Yeah,
that's probably the last NFL game I've been to. No, I take that back. Me, Trent Tooley, and Rashad Pipkin.
What a crew.
Went to a Titans game. We sat. Literally, my back was against the. I'll never forget. It's a funny story.
Yeah,
I remember they were playing the Jaguars. We were all going to root for the Titans, but Rashad decided to start. He might not even remember this, but he decided to start yelling at Packers fans. He's like, "Go Jaguars!" Like just being silly. Like I'll never forget that. It was such a fun trip.
What a crew that was.
That was a crew.
What a crew. Do you see Trent much anymore?
I talk to him on the phone. Probably once every few weeks.
What position does he play in football if he's that size now? Like when we played?
Oh, man. Wherever he wanted.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, he's an animal.
Shout out Trent, man. Good dude.
He's wearing people out from what I hear. I work with a guy who like rolls with him some.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah. On top, I mean, when you're that big, you're already intimidating. And
he's
now
athletic.
Now you're trained.
Yeah.
You're that big, you're athletic, and now you know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
No,
he's an animal.
I hadn't seen Trent. I remember he went to the military, and then I guess sometime between that and coming home, he got huge. I remember
he fell in love with the weight room.
Yeah, for sure. I hadn't seen him between like high school Trent and then like how he is now. And I was at 5 Star. I'd pulled into 5 Star and I'd cut. It might have been Trent, but I'd cut somebody off, like pulling into the parking lot. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting gas, and Trent's coming toward me. But I don't know it's Trent. Like, I'm sitting there getting gas, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this big behemoth walking toward me. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's the guy I just cut off. And I'm like looking in the bed of my truck for like a stick or something. I'm like, I don't know what this dude's about to do. And then I turn, and he's, hey, man, what's going on? I'm like, what happened to you?
I tell Trent's story to players all the time, because when he was a junior, Trent held some records for a while and might still, I don't know, but he, as a junior, I'm not saying he just didn't have the production he wanted to have. Mm-hmm. And of course, we had Neil, and Neil was kind of the guy. And then our senior year, I bet if we threw once in my yard at Mom and Dad's house, we threw 300 times.
Yeah.
Just working on this and that route, and like made up our own little checks and stuff. And man, the production from his junior to senior year, like he worked for that, and he wanted that and earned that. And so I always tell that story of like, you just because you don't produce what you think one year,
for sure, for sure,
he made the most of it.
He had a phenomenal senior season.
Oh man,
I didn't miss a game that year. Well, I graduated, and outside of like you guys had like one scrimmage maybe while I was still on the football team at Lindsay, and then I stopped playing. But aside from that scrimmage, I didn't miss a game until Lincoln graduated.
Really?
Monroe County game. Of
Man.
course, you remember my uncle would film. My Uncle Delmas. I kept doing that with him for like however many years it was after
That's awesome.
Lincoln graduated. And then that next team I missed like maybe 4 or 5 away games. I still tried to go to most of them though.
Right.
But I feel rude. I forgot to ask you to introduce yourself to everybody. I try to. But if you want to take a second, tell everybody who you are. Who's Jackson Arnett?
I'm Jackson Arnett. I don't know. I'm an old football coach now. Yeah. So I've got a wife, Trista, and a beautiful little girl, Maisie, and feel like football's took us all over the place at this point, and finally we're back, close to where we're from, and it's good to be here, man. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this ever since we talked about it.
I appreciate you coming, man. I appreciate you coming. We spent a lot of time together back in the day, and of course everybody gets older and goes their separate ways, does their separate things. But I see you're a girl dad.
I'm a girl dad.
What's that like?
I love it, man. It's Lincoln makes fun of me all the time because at our gender
Lincoln's
reveal,
videos of him playing with her too.
I didn't think it was that bad, but Lincoln said, I was convinced it was a boy. I was convinced. I don't know. And, God knew what he was doing. I probably wasn't ready for a boy, but I couldn't imagine like not having a girl. Now I look and I see like, I don't know. The dynamic is just, I just enjoy it. And I mean, obviously if, lucky enough to ever have a boy or whatever, but I wouldn't care if I had all girls at this point. It's just, I enjoy it so much.
How old is she?
She'll be 3 at the end of July.
So I've got 2 boys. I got Asher. He's turned 7 today. Today's Asher's 7th birthday.
Oh man, I wish I'd have known it when I saw him.
And Harlan, his little brother, he's 3. So what would you say your worries are as a 3-year-old girl dad? Like, what are the things you worry about?
I
know what I worry about with 2 boys, and it's them killing each other.
Right. Well, with girls, I think you worry about hurting their feelings a little bit, because she's not sensitive. She's a tough little thing, but I don't really have to like whip her or anything. I don't have to spank her. Like I can kind of be stern voiced, and she, you can just tell. But then obviously, I think most of the worries come when they get older and boys come into the picture, and I don't know that I'm mentally prepared for that.
I bet.
And I know that's a long way away, but it's really not.
Oh, it's in the back of your head. Time goes by so fast.
Time goes by fast. I feel like she was just born a couple months ago, and here she's about to be 3. So it'll be, before you know it, she's going to be 16. And I don't know. I'm not ready for that. With
little boys, and like, I don't want to be nosy, but like, are you guys planning on having more? Maybe.
Yeah.
You're gonna notice. I promise that they're gonna be completely different.
Oh,
their personalities are not gonna be the same. Like, I pictured having 2 boys and just having 2 little miniature versions of me running around, and that's not at all what it is. Harlan, I'll say it like Asher wears his heart on his sleeve. He's really, I don't want to say sensitive, but like he every little thing you say to him like means something to him. Right. He's listening to everything you say. Now Harlan couldn't care less. if we go to Walmart, Asher's not going to go one aisle over without seeing if I'm following him.
Yeah.
Harlan would walk to the falcon's nest before he checked to see if I was anywhere near. So that, I mean, that's
you think that's just firstborn and secondborn type thing? Cause
I hear that a lot. I don't know.
I don't either.
Know. I think Asher reminds me a little bit more of his mom, and Harlan's probably a little bit more like me.
Mm-hmm.
Your daughter, is she climbing into everything? And
oh yeah, yeah. She's she likes to now. She, it's hard to tell because she's so young, but she's not scared of much. Like she's fell a couple times off the couch, off the bed, and she keeps doing it. So yeah, I thought the first time she fell off the bed or the couch and cried for a minute, like, well, that'll be the end of that. But she's just like, well, I know where to go now, or I know it's not that bad. Like so she's into everything, and she's the only one on my side. She's the only grandkid, so she's completely spoiled.
Oh yeah,
and on Trista's side, she is number, 7, 8, or 9 out of like 10. I mean, there's a bunch. Her oldest sister's got 5 boys, all 5 boys, and they're wild. And then there was another boy. I think it went 1, 2, 3, 4, then Jacob London's boy, and then another boy from there. So there was like 6 boys.
Oh wow!
And then her youngest sister had the first girl, and then Maisie was next. So
oh wow,
7th.
Yeah,
or is that 8? Whatever it is. There's a bunch of them, and she was, she wasn't even the first girl.
Oh wow!
So totally different dynamic.
Oh yeah. I remember my dad with the boys. Like, have you noticed like your parents are different toward your kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
not the same.
My dad would not let me like raise my voice to Asher in front of him. He's like, no, he's only little once. I'm like, yeah, I was little once too.
Yeah.
I don't remember that talk 15 years ago.
There's a swing. I don't know if you remember Mom and Dad's house, but those the rafters in their house or whatever, those beams, those wooden, whatever they're called, trusses.
Yeah.
They have got, she said she wanted a swing. So they didn't put one outside.
Yeah.
They have got 2 chains, and they have a swing set in their house.
Yep.
And just because she wanted it. And I'm like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where would your swing have been?
I don't know where it would have been. They'd have been like, go find you a rope and a tire and build one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my dad. He's just so different with my kids than he was me. But now is it Macy or Maisie?
Maisie.
Okay. Is she, does she like realize that you're coaching and stuff? Like, is she?
Yeah, because she will, she knows, like, if we get close to the school, she's like, football. Yeah. Dad's job. Like, and she always, everything's football or basketball.
Is that not the best feeling though?
Oh, it's
like
cool.
When they're into what you're doing.
It's cool. She'll be like, are we going to the football game? Like, we'll just get in the car, like, to go to church or something. She'll be like, are we going to the football game? Or can we go to the basketball game? Like, we took her to a few basketball games and volleyball games and stuff. And she's like, I'll go watch basketball. Or I want to go, I'll be like, you want to go to the football field? And she'll be like, yeah, Dad, football. Oh, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah. That's so awesome. Like Asher is now to the point, like at the middle school games, I'm letting him, like, he's on the sideline with me on game nights doing his water boy stuff. So I love it. I just love him being around it.
Yeah.
And, I'm never gonna make him like play anything.
Right.
There's always that, like, in the back of your head as a dad, like you're kind of hoping he is into the same stuff you are. But no, I love it. And I'm sure you do too.
I'd say that's the thing about being a girl dad. It's like, she's not going to be a football player. Yeah. I wouldn't let her if she asked me to. I'd be like, no, you're not. Absolutely not. And then I just hope she's like into sports. But now I'm just kind of like, I don't know. My whole thing that I've always told Trista, I was like, I don't care what she does. I just want her to be the best at it. Yeah. Like, she's going to take it serious. That's what I want.
I think like when we're younger, like in high school, and we think about having kids, we're like, I had that mentality like, oh, he's going to play this and this. But now, like, I just want him to do something and be really into it. Like, put everything he's got into it.
Yeah. Just be good at, find what you want to do and then try to be the best at it. Like, that's all I can ask for.
Which podcast was it? Now, I've watched, I keep up with you and Lincoln. I keep up with Ben. And I know, like, you talked about Friday Night Lights. Was that Ben's podcast?
I think so. I think it was.
Were you in college when you discovered Friday Night Lights? It was my sophomore year. That's
exactly when mine was.
I love that show. I don't think there's a better show on TV.
I wanted to be Coach Taylor.
And
I was like, that's what I want to do.
Oh, like everything about his, like, I'm watching that and I'm like, I want my wife to be like Tammy Taylor.
Yeah. And I married a counselor. Yeah. My wife's a counselor, so I was like, boom.
See, Michaela got her counseling degree, but I don't know if she'll ever pursue it or not. She really loves teaching art. But, like, now I notice, like, so I coach middle school football. So, like, when Michaela was at the middle school with me, like, I don't know how to word this. A lot of my players would, like, go to her room. Like, if I'd upset them about something, you know, like if I hurt their feelings, like they would go to like their football mom, and it's like, you know, make me feel better. Coach Mack was mean to me. Like, do you notice anything like that? Is she pretty involved with the team?
Well, she's in like the alternative school, so she's kind of cut off from everywhere else. So they see her and talk to her, but they don't. You know.
See, a lot of my players would have her as a teacher, so like. I come down hard on them at practice or something, and they're like going and telling on me. It's like that kind of thing.
They would. Of course, I too. That would be tough because you know we got some guys that are hard on teachers, and if that was my wife, I get on them enough for if they're not doing something right. But if it was my wife, I'd be like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you better get it straight in there. Oh. But they're respectful, and they call her Miss Arnett and stuff. And it's neat.
I never had to deal with it much when she was at the middle school, but I can think of like one or two times that she's calling my room and she's telling me there's football players acting up in her room, and I'm like, okay, like I never would say much to her. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take care of it. And then they would. Be tough. It was like. They knew, like, walking on the field, like, that they had been ratted out or whatever. I'm like, y'all don't even worry about, like, lining up for stretches right now. That's the last of your concern. I'm like, man, because now I'm getting it at home. Like, I'm not just dealing with another teacher, like, say, they're acting up in class. Like, I'm hearing it when I come home.
Yeah.
So I'm taking care of that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a different dynamic. I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh. So you were at Union playing baseball. How long did you play? 4 or 5?
4.
4. How was that?
I loved it. This past weekend I actually got to hang out with 2 guys that, my 2 closest friends from there, and it was good catching up. We was telling a bunch of old stories, and it's funny. We didn't even hardly tell any baseball stories. Like, that's you don't even really remember like the games.
Yeah, a
little we did, but it's mostly about like. At practice, you remember this happening at practice, or you remember us doing this on the weekends, or it was. So that was cool to do that, but Coach Oz. It's kind of wild. Today is Coach Oz's birthday,
really,
and I texted him this morning. But other than that, I don't have a lot of connections there anymore. It's changed so much now.
I've
not been back in years.
That was my first visit. Was Union when I was a senior. We played Franklin Simpson. And then I went and watched Union play West Virginia Tech. I don't even know. Right. I don't even know if they have a school anymore.
I don't either.
They legit. It was like West Virginia logo and like a little tech next to it. Like they completely. I want to think their jerseys were the same style,
like same colors and stuff.
Like same design. I think.
Oh wow!
It was just like they completely ripped off the Mountaineers.
No Pat White or Tevon Austin though.
But so I watched them play, and I remember I went to, my plan was to go to Lindsay and play football or whatever. If I had known for a second like that you were going to go to Union, I would have probably went there because I fell in love with that campus immediately.
Cool place. It's a cool place.
Oh, the campus was beautiful. Everybody was so friendly and welcoming. That was probably my most like in-depth college visit.
Yeah.
I went to Lindsay, Campbellsville, and some other places, but Union, I fell in love with it immediately.
What was cool about Union, and of course, it's not Union College anymore. It's Union Commonwealth University. And that's just changed here in the last year or so. But what was neat about that and what I liked about of course, at the time they were baseball, like that was their big thing. And because Coach Oz was like right in the middle, he had just went to the World Series and all this. And like one of the things they told us on the visit was like, I can't remember what percentage of it, but it was like a very high percentage of the student body were athletes. So like everyone was an athlete.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a lot of course, it's a small school. Yeah. There's just not a lot of people that were just going to school there. Well, there were, but everyone was there on some kind of an athletic scholarship or a, whatever. Yeah. And so that was cool to me. It was like everybody there was kind of going through the same thing.
Yeah. I can't remember his first name. I think their football coach at the time was Coach Reed. Does that sound familiar?
Tommy Reed.
How long is he still there? Or,
no, they've probably had a few since then. But I remember that because he actually got the Corbin job.
Oh, wow.
And then something happened, and then Coach Haddix got it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Small world. But I had, man, my intentions were fully to go to Union. Like should have,
man. It's been a good time.
I had gotten as far as like filling out my housing and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And then Coach Oliver called me like the day or two before the signing deadline. Of course, I'm like, long story short, my dad was a single dad at the time, and I was really like reserved about getting that far away from him.
Right.
And to top it off, I was in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna be here alone, no friends. Like if I knew like you or like somebody I was friends with that's gonna go out there, I'd have probably stayed. And I think I might I don't think I would have quit football if I'd been one, that far away from home, and two, me and Mikkel talked about this on our episode. Like I went to Lindsay and it was all freshmen. So like
that because it had just started, right?
Yeah. So it's like 100 and odd, however many freshmen. So it's like you didn't have a senior to like take you under their wing or show you the ropes. Two, it was really competitive.
Oh yeah,
because you knew like nobody's graduating. Whoever you're competing for playing time with, that's gonna be the dude you're competing with for the next 4 years. So I don't know. I'm not going to say I regret anything, but I do wonder like how things would have turned out had I gone to a non-first-year program.
That makes sense.
But
makes total sense.
I quit 100% because I was homesick. In my mind, I was going to Lindsay, and I'm like, it's 35 minutes from my house.
Right.
Like I'm going to get to come see my dad all the time. And, of course, it's like a full-time job.
Oh, yeah. You better love it. I mean, really. And not saying that people that don't stay don't love it, but it's not the same. It's a total, like, ultra competitive. There's not like that small town feel anymore. Like, just different. And I think, and I've heard this from kids I coached at Boyle, like they're like, a kid that goes from Boyle County or a big time program like that and goes to like a smaller school, sometimes they're like not let down, but they're just like, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's less people at the games and there's not like,
Oh, yeah. Like some of the Lindsay games, man, I'd go, it seemed like there's 20 people in the bleachers.
Yeah, I mean, it's
mostly family of the players, too. There were some guys, I can't remember names, Joey something. There were some guys like from big schools like St. Eggs and Trinity. And I remember like talking to them and they're like, this is less pressure than I had in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm at a smaller place. Like,
so your St. X and Trinity game is going to have 15,000 people at it.
It's like a small college game.
And they're playing at Louisville.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is different.
How many, what's an NAIA baseball schedule? Like, how many games do you guys play? Like 30,
60?
40? Oh, gosh.
Between 50 and 60, depending on how far you make it.
Yeah.
And it's a grind.
Yeah.
And but I loved it. I mean, I did. I got homesick too. And baseball's a little different too because you don't play the first semester. Like you're just doing fall ball and practice and conditioning and, you know, all this stuff. So that was tough. But once you got through like that part and then the game started, like right when you come back, you know, it was really cool. When we would go home for Christmas break, Coach Oz would always have us come back like 2 days before school started. And we would always meet in the same room. He'd get us all in the same room, and it was like that big first team meeting where you see it. You hadn't seen everybody, and you finally get with everybody, and it's like, all right, guys, it's go time. Like we're trying to win a championship. Like, and it was always really cool to like that first team meeting. You're like, all right, I'm glad I came back. Like this is, but that's the thing with the baseball is you don't play when you first get there.
If I remember right, like Union had a pretty solid baseball program around that time, right?
They went to the World Series the year 1 or 2 years before I got there.
Yeah. I really loved that campus. So I always wondered, like, did I ever make my way out there while you were there or not?
I don't feel like you did.
I want to think we talked about it at some point.
Yeah.
I talked about going to Eastern to see Tanner, and I don't know that I ever made it there either. Of course, you get in college, and there's so many things. Like some of my college friends from way off from here were some of the best friends I ever had in my life.
You stayed at Lindsay, right?
I did.
I was going to say, like you and Foot and all y'all went to school there. It's a big commitment. You know, you don't have the same schedule that everybody else does.
It was, man, I'm not to call anybody out. I'm not going to say any names, but like everybody knows, I feel like somebody that went to play and they quit.
Right.
And a lot of those guys have injuries or whatever. Man, I just got homesick.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to give you some bull crap like, oh, my knees. No, I got homesick like a big baby and I came home. It's such a crap feeling when you get home too. And like, I remember the first time I went to Walmart on the weekend to like get some groceries, and I hadn't really, of course I didn't get on Facebook and like, hey guys, I quit, you know? So I'm at Walmart and I've seen some of my old teammates. I think it might've been Greg Strode I saw at Walmart, and he's like looking at me. He's like, you guys not practicing or football? Like, no, I came home. It's such a bad feeling.
I could see that.
Yeah, but I mean, everything turns out the way it does for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Who knows where I would be had I not things hadn't went the way they did. Do you see yourself ever like getting involved with baseball again, or is it football from here on out?
Well, yeah, as of now, yeah. I mean, I don't. Maybe when I miss baseball. I do. I miss coaching baseball was a blast. I coached for 2 years at Corbin, and I had a blast. I loved it, but I don't think I could do what I want to do with football.
Yeah.
I put a lot of time in, and I just don't think that I could if I was doing both.
How did you meet Coach Haddix?
Through Rick Wood.
Oh, wow.
So Dad and Rick Wood were working together, and I called Dad, and I'm like, I don't want to be a business major anymore. I want to coach high school football.
Oh, wow.
And he was working. He's like, well, I know just the guy. And Woody had got to know Coach Haddix. They had coached in an all-star game together or something. And I'll never forget, he called me. He's like, hey, I got you an interview set up with Coach Haddix over at Corbin. So Coach Oz would only let you miss weights for job interviews.
Yeah.
Like if you were a senior and you had a job interview, you could miss weightlifting.
Yeah.
So I told him, I was like, I want to go meet this guy, and it's a job interview. And so he let me miss, and I was like all dressed up. I went out there, and I didn't know what to expect. Yeah. All I knew was Monroe County High School football. Had no idea. So I go out there, and I'll never forget it. He probably don't even remember this. They were him and I walk in. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if you've ever been to Corbin, but they had this big, nice indoor back then. It was like the first one. And I couldn't find him. Well, he was in the weight room. They were having like a bench press competition, him and the other coaches. So he comes in there, and we start watching film, and we're talking and all this. And at the end of it, and I didn't know how it was going, and he was throwing a lot at me. And at the very end of it, he goes, now, I can only pay you like $700. Yeah. And I looked at it. I looked at it. I was like, I was going to do it for free. I was like, that sounds great to me. $700? Like, are you kidding me? I was going to do it for free. And So, and then he sent me a big long text not long after. He's like, "Now I'm sink or swim. Like this is what I think you can do for us. Like, I'm just if you fail, you fail. If you succeed, you succeed. But whatever, it's going to be on you. I'm going to help you. But this is what you need to do to succeed here." And so I just tried to take that and run with it. And when you're a first year coach like that, my job, I wasn't going to call no plays. I wasn't coach. I didn't have a significant role, but my job was I was the receivers coach, and I coached JV and freshmen. My job was to get the receivers ready and fill up water coolers and load the equipment, and that's what I tried to do. Make sure the headsets worked and all that kind of stuff. And, along and along, he would give me a little more, and then I'm so thankful for that because that we always was close, and he really he took me under his wing and like always had me over to his house, and he would take me to eat and just all this stuff. And, all that with Molly had just happened. So he was like good. Like he was, he's one of my best friends, and he was always such a mentor to me. And, we thought similar on stuff, and I hope to be that for a young coach one day, but I would not be where I'm at without him, and that's how I got to go to Boyle. I'd always just kept in contact with him, and just turned out good. But that's it. I met him. Long story short, I met him through Rick Wood.
That's awesome. That's an awesome story too.
Yeah,
that's one of those.
Woody's one of my, I would say, my coaching mentors. We talk all the time, and
I think,
of course, you're compared to him a little bit too, being in Glasgow.
Oh, for sure.
So, I pick his brain quite a bit, and he'll call me ever so often, be like, "What were you thinking?" Or, all this stuff. So it's good.
I think I may be wrong completely, but I think Rick Wood and my dad graduated together.
That sounds about right.
Is he about
that sounds
68-ish around that? I know my dad talked about him frequently, and my dad,
that sounds about right.
My dad always of course, my dad was never going to be like a Glasgow fan or whatever,
right? But
just being from the TiVo Bear mentality,
right.
But now he always consciously made an effort to keep up with Coach Wood and how he was doing, and I don't know him, and I don't know Haddix at all, but they both seem to be phenomenal coaches.
They are.
So I can't really think of two better mentors off the top of my head.
I've been extremely lucky. Not many people get to coach Corbin's a good program too. I can't give them too much love because they were a rival of ours, and I can't do that. But that's a pretty dang good football town.
Oh yeah,
and
the movie, still have what's that movie? 23 Blasts.
23 Blasts. Yep.
Now, when was that filmed? Do you know?
I don't know, but that was a cool start to my career, and I've been very fortunate to have Coach Wood and Coach Haddix. A lot of people have to. I lucked right into that. Getting to be around two of the best football minds. From the jump. So I didn't really know any better. Yeah. Because Coach Pettit, great football mind, but I was a player. I didn't you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was a little different. Yeah. And I once I got into coaching, I would talk to Coach Pettit and stuff, but being around those guys all the time, I was super fortunate because I didn't know any better. I was just like, well, this is how everybody does it. This is how it's supposed to be done.
So one of my audience submitted questions is, what advice would you have for a young coach looking to become a successful head coach down the line?
Well, the first thing is you're not going to call plays, and you're not going to have input in the game plan when you start. That's just not going to be a thing. You got to kind of earn that. And the best thing you can do for your head coach when you're a young guy is, like I said, fill the water coolers, make sure the headsets work, get practice set up every day, do things that the head coach doesn't want, figure out what your head coach doesn't really like to do or something that can make his life easier.
And be that
guy. And take things off of their plate and so they can be the head coach. And, and then the second thing would just be a complete and total sponge. Be a sponge for good coaches, be a sponge for bad coaches. because they're out there,
Yep.
and you can learn from both. You can learn from, you can learn what to do, and you can learn what not to do.
Oh yeah.
I tell this all the time. I learned a lot from when I was at Ballard in Louisville from that head basketball coach. I was at Ballard for.
Now tell me about that. I'm not familiar with.
Okay, so I was at Corbin,
Uh-huh.
and I was coaching 3 sports. I was
Yep.
coaching football, baseball, and basketball.
Oh, wow.
Just because I was like,
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
yeah, and I did basketball for a year. Coached a D1 player. That's my claim to fame. His
Who was
name
it?
was Andrew Taylor. He ended up going to. He was a stud. He went
Yeah.
to Furman, and then he ended up at Mississippi State.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he was Marshall's where he spent most of his
Yeah.
time, but he transferred around. But long story short, I couldn't get a teaching job there.
Yeah.
So Adrian Morton was the head coach at Ballard in Louisville, and he puts out this thing on the listserv. You know what the listserv is, where all the listserv is this big email chain, and
Yeah.
the coaches are constantly like, hey, we need a game
Yeah.
or we need an assistant coach. So I call him, and I was like, hey, I'm at Corbin. I'm with Coach Haddix, and I don't think I'm going to get a job here.
Yeah.
He was looking for an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So I go meet up with him. I get on the whiteboard, and he hires me as the offense coordinator. And so I was there from February to July.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you know about JCPS, Jefferson County Public Schools, but it's tough to work there.
Yeah.
And I got overstaffed. It's not a pink slip, but it's like a deal where there were so many teachers that where I wasn't tenured, they pulled all the non-tenures out and placed the tenures
Yeah.
at this school or this school, and
Like
then
a
I would fall in somewhere else.
like a budget type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can't even remember what question I was answering.
You're telling me about Ballard, how you ended up there.
Ballard, yeah. So then so I go and interview, and boom, he hires me, and I move up there and was there from February to July, and then it wasn't July, it was about June, and then Barron County job comes open.
Oh, wow.
And Woody calls me.
See,
and
I
he's
didn't know. I had no idea you were at Ballard.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
new.
I wasn't there long, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was fun.
Now, where were you living while you were up there?
It's in an apartment up there
Like
in J-Town.
in Louisville?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I loved it. I loved
Really?
it. If I had a family, I wouldn't have loved it.
Yeah.
But I was single, no kids, not married.
I've
it was
always
so much fun.
I've Louisville, Nashville. I've always thought if without a family, I would have loved living somewhere like that.
I liked living in Louisville. Danville's close to Lexington, so I was in Lexington a lot. I enjoyed Louisville way more.
Really?
It's much bigger city, but less traffic, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And
I would rather drive in Louisville than Nashville any day.
I loved it. I lived in a good area. I absolutely loved it up there.
Really?
Didn't really want to leave, but I was like, oh, I get to be a head coach.
Yeah.
And I took a head coaching job probably too early. I was 25.
Yeah.
I was not ready, but glad I did. But
How many years were you at Barron?
4
Yeah.
4 years.
What year was that? Your first year?
17, I think.
So that would have been my second.
17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, my last year was 20.
I would have been my second year teaching then. I remember when you went to Barron County. I guess when you went to Barron, I don't know that I knew you were coaching football. I remember seeing your name, whoa.
Yeah.
You go the Trent Tooley thing, he got huge. I didn't see it go, it was just one of those things where you don't keep up with somebody and then you're like, wow.
All that happened so fast.
Yeah.
I mean,
so what was your mindset going into Barron County?
I'm going to try to turn this place into Corbin.
Yeah.
It's just not the same.
Yeah.
Not at all the same dynamic. I don't know why I thought I could do that, but that was my mindset.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll just do what we did at Corbin. I'll just do it here and we'll win. You know what I mean? It don't work that way, but, just tried to go in and make them work hard and win games. I mean, I didn't really have a plan. I was too young to know any better, so that was but it was really good because I had to grow up fast and had to learn this. And I think
you were at Barron County during the turf when they first got the turf and all that.
My first year at Barron, we had no home field.
Yeah, y'all had no home games.
We had no home games. We had the weight room was the locker room.
What's that like coaching, knowing every week you're hitting the road?
Not fun.
Yeah.
We weren't very good.
I can imagine.
I don't want to say we weren't very good. We were awful. But I had fun coaching those kids.
Yeah.
You know, I still talk to them some of those guys every now and then. But
so what'd you guys do for homecoming?
We
that's probably a stupid question.
No, we played it at Warren Central. We played
wow.
Edmonson County at Warren Central. We were 1-10.
I imagine Glasgow
really
probably wasn't on the list of people to ask for homecoming.
Probably not. I don't really remember how all that were. I just knew that we were doing homecoming at Warren Central High School, and we played Edmonson County there. Yep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, wasn't there a Tompkinsville Bears basketball team that had no home games that was very successful, or am I insane?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I want to think one of those teams around the time, like the J.E. Pettit team, I want to think one of those teams, I'd always heard that they were building the gym and they practiced at the Armory and they had no home. I may be completely wrong. Somebody out there will correct me if I am. They like to do that.
That's fair.
But no. And then you went from Barron to Boyle County, right?
Yep. Yeah, there was a couple things that happened at Barron I was not happy with, and tried to get some assistants hired that they wouldn't hire, and I kind of knew I was ready to go, and the whole time, like when the Haddocks got the ball, I was like, man, that would be cool. I remember calling Dad being like, man, wouldn't it be cool if he asked me to like help?
Yeah. And I'm assuming you guys stayed in touch.
Yeah. And, obviously that first year they were, he got there and they won a state championship. And then I'll never forget, I was in the weight room. I was there by myself. I was there late one night. I don't remember what I was doing, but he called me and he was like, are you serious? Like, would you like to, so we had just, the year before we had the first winning season since like 99 or 2000. So it'd been like 20 something years since they had a winning season.
Yeah.
And we had a winning season, then it was COVID.
Oh man. Yeah. I remember that.
So he calls me and was like, well, I think, Jeff Hester, who's a legend, he ran the weight room and was their defense coordinator. He's like, he's about to retire. Would you want to do this? And I was like, yeah. Like, and of course, me and Trista we were about to get married. Yeah. So it was like a whole thing of like, well, and she was not like wanting to move.
Yeah.
So it was like, but I knew for my career, I was like, if I ever want to get a job like this one, I was like, I have to go.
That's nice to have on the resume.
I have to go. and I wanted to. I was like, I needed to go be an assistant again. And that was that original question. I remember now, like advice for a young coach. Like, it's not bad to be an assistant for a long time. Like, don't rush into a head job. Yeah. Don't rush into a coordinator position. It's not all you think it is. Yeah. It's totally different. I tell people all the time it's very easy sitting over there, and then when you're in the chair, it's a whole different. When they're putting your name in the paper for a loss.
Oh yeah.
Because kids win them, coaches lose them.
Yeah.
And but that was that's kind of how that happened, and then I was like, heck yeah, I'm in. And then I actually made a pay raise to go from being a head coach to an assistant. So like it was now there's a lot of pressure there.
Now Boyle County, I mean, if you coach, in my opinion, I would feel like that's a nice little star on the resume.
I was the special teams coordinator for the first 3 years, and this is not a knock to anybody. I don't mean it that way, but there was 5 times more pressure being the special teams coordinator at Boyle County than being, they're just maybe not now because Coach Myers has like elevated that thing and done a great job. But like when I was there, like I felt it as soon as I got to Boyle County, I could feel it. Like,
it's like Coach Taylor and Friday Night Lights.
You could just feel it. If you don't win there, you're not going to be there long.
You remember the episode? He's got the signs in his yard.
Oh
real estate signs in his yard. Yeah. Does that remind you?
Yeah, I mean, there's just pressure to win. Shoot, my second ever game there. I tell this story all the time on Trista. So my second game ever. Coach Burns, Travis Burns, he's the head coach at Pulaski County.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw him today. That's where I was before I came here. But he was the defense coordinator. I was the D-line coach, and my buddy Nick Mills coached the secondary. Burns was coaching the linebacker. So we were like the defensive staff and Coach Mack. And we play LCA in the Rebel Bowl. This is the second game. We had run and clocked somebody in a bowl game week 1, so now it's the Rebel Bowl. This is a big-time bowl game. We're playing LCA. They have Zay Brown and all these guys. Like, this is before Cutter got there.
Yeah.
And Zay Brown, he's at Virginia right now.
Yeah.
And they rushed for 465 on us.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the D-line coach. He's the linebacker coach. And we get beat in the Rebel Bowl. Bull don't lose at home, and they for sure don't lose in the Rebel Bowl. And I'll never forget, like, we're all just like, what the crap? You know, like, we're all, like, contemplating, like, are we even going to be here? Like, it's our first big-time game, and we just got – because offense scored every time they had the ball.
Yeah.
And we couldn't stop them. Could not stop them. And I'll never forget, me and Trista get in the car. We're on the way home. And she's like, before we leave, can I just ask you a question? And Trista's not like a, you know – she's sporty now, but at the time she was like, this is all new. And she said, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah. She said, I thought, like, we came here to win. I'm like, I just started laughing. I'm like, oh, me too. Let's go home. And we were living in Russell Springs.
Oh, man.
So she was still working at Barron.
You were living down the road from Jordan, weren't you?
Yeah. So we had an hour drive home. I just had to sit there and wear it for an hour on the way home. Man. And I was like, so that was my first, like, thing. And, like, all week we had people like, are y'all going to be able to, like, win a state championship with that defense?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, first off, LCA is really good.
Yeah.
I said, second off, we'll figure it out. And we did. Yeah. We ended up figuring it out. We didn't lose again with that team. But, man, from the jump, you felt it. It was like, people, you don't lose here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it was one of those deals where, like, you could just feel it. It's a different world.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I don't know. Did you guys play LCA at Western while you were there?
Yep.
And that was a shootout game too, wasn't it? Or am I?
We played LCA. We played them every year, but we didn't always play them in the Rebel Bowl. We played them in the Rebel Bowl maybe the next year. Mm-hmm. No, we didn't because they played whoever they played. You rotate who you play. We played them at Western. I think it was 23.
Yeah.
In 23 we did.
I think that's the year Monroe County had to go up and play LCA in the playoffs, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
We won.
They had the little running back.
Yeah.
That went nuts.
Oh yeah, Brady. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay. So that was we beat them in the Rebel Bowl. That was in the Rebel Bowl. That was Cutter.
Yeah.
And that crew. Yeah, we couldn't stop them that night. They threw for like 400 yards that night.
Y'all won the game.
We won it.
But
we
was
finally
like,
special teams got them. We ran a kickback and
complete shootout, if I remember
complete
correctly.
Shootout. It was one of the toughest offenses I've ever.
It was a really fun game to watch from my perspective. I'm sure it's frustrating.
Man, they were doing stuff that when you got a kid like Cutter, like you can do stuff that most teams can't do. You know, they would throw sail routes from one hash to the other, and I remember they would run a play. They would protect with 7 people. They would run a 3-man route and protect with 7. So you're not getting back there.
Yeah.
And they would do this long, drawn-out play action with Cutter, and he'd roll out to his right. And the outside receiver from his right hand would run like a slow, shallow cross and then like wheel up at the seam, like stuff that breaks all your coverage rules.
Yeah.
And he could just light you up, and it's tough. We got just enough stops, and we scored a special teams touchdown that was the difference, really. We ended up winning, I think, by 2 scores, but it was a complete –
Yeah.
Our defensive coordinator at Glasgow was the special teams coordinator on that team.
Okay.
Jack Herron.
I remember watching that game. I mean, it's fun to watch. I'm sure it's like on the sideline, it's frustrating.
It's tough when you can't stop someone.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough.
That year when Monroe played LCA, I drove up for the game, and I went early because I wanted to like see Cutter warming up. And I remember seeing him throw. He was on a knee at like the 50 or the 40 maybe, and he's dropping them on the corner pylon from a knee.
He can play, man.
Like,
he was a heck of a player.
Like he's tossing cornhole.
Yeah,
it was effortless.
He's tough to defend. You know, he wasn't super mobile, so you kind of. But you couldn't let him sit back there.
Yeah.
Because they had good little receivers, too. Yeah. It wasn't like you were just going to sit there and
that little running
him.
back was a stud.
He was a –
What was his name?
Brady Hensley.
Yeah.
He was real good. He's at Eastern now.
I think they ended up losing to Mayfield that year, too.
They did. They went up to and I just know this because Jack talks about it.
Yeah.
They went up to Mayfield, and that was a shootout.
Man, what's in the water at Mayfield? What are they doing?
They care about it.
It's such a little place.
They care about it, and they invest into it, and just one of those things where you're expected to win, so you better win.
It's just like I remember, like just growing up in Kentucky, you hear about Mayfield every year when they were single A and now they're double A. Like you just hear Mayfield. They're always in the conversation for a state championship.
Yep, and they always will be. They're always going to be. They're going to be right there.
So that was a Shad Welch question. Shad's give us another one. This one, I think this will be fun. This is a blind ranking. Now, I think correct me if I'm wrong. A blind ranking. I'll tell you how many there are. He requested a blind ranking. By the way. So there's 4 spots. So I go through these. I imagine I go through these one at a time, and you have to rank them without knowing what the others are.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So blind ranking. What's the most important in building a successful program? Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3. You got 4 spots.
All right.
Talent.
2.
Culture.
I should have put talent 3, but I have to put. I'm gonna put culture at 3. I'm waiting on 1.
X's and O's.
Last.
Community support.
Number 1. 100%.
Now, would you go back and change that if it weren't a blind ranking?
No, I don't think so. The X's and O's 100% the least important.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I mean,
community support, admin support. That's number 1.
Yeah,
that's number 1. You got to have those 2 things. Coach Cal said it, and he was spot on. Like, administrations win championships, and that's the truth. I've seen it. You see it, and the 2 and 3 is like you're not going to win without talent. You're just not. But I think your culture, you can beat a team more talented than you if your culture's better. So I think I actually would keep that at 2.
Would you?
Mm-hmm. X's and O's are 100% last because there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat.
I agree with you.
Our offense and defense will look a little different every year based on who our best players are.
And I mean, not that like I just coach middle school, but like going into it.
Well, don't say that because that's important. Yeah. I mean that's your foundation of your.
I agree with you. Like going into my first year as head coach, like you go into it and I'm going into it like, I want to do this, this, and this, and this, and none of the stuff I wanted to do was applicable to the players I had. So it's like I've got to change.
Yeah.
What I noted, like what I think is very important is having a team with, like you said, a good culture, backing behind you, and kids that lead themselves. Having a player-led team.
Coach-led teams can be good. Player-led teams can be great. Coach Haddix used to say that all the time. It's true. The player-led teams are ones that can win championship after championship after championship. A lot of times your coach-led teams, if you're really talented, you might.
Yeah.
But if you're not as talented, your players are only going to listen to the coach so long. It is what it is.
Yeah. But when you've got a peer that you can trust in, like now you've got buy-in.
We're going through dog week right now. Yeah. So they're there at 6:30 every morning. Some of them are playing baseball, some of them are running track, and they're still getting up and coming because it's a competitive environment, and they don't want to let their teammate down. They don't want to cost their team. They would lose. We keep up with these points and do all this, and they would cost their team 6 points if they're not there. So, and I tell them, don't do any of this for me, and don't do it for you. Yeah. You have to do it for, there's a lot of cliches that go, play for the name on the front, not the name on the back, and play for your brother, because at the end of the day, these are your brothers depending on you. You got to do your job.
100%.
But you're going to do it with much more I don't know the word I'm trying to think. You're going to do it with much more passion and pride if you're doing it, for your teammate, your community. You're only going to motivate yourself so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to realize that there's like something bigger than you. You know, it's kind of like the military. Like, they're not going over there because they want to do it. They're doing it for everyone over here.
Oh, for sure. And then Chad's got one more fun question,
Okay.
and I don't know. I may be involved in this answer. I'm not sure if he was getting at something specific.
Okay.
But one thing you got away with growing up that you're ready to own up to now. I could think of a couple things that we may have been involved in.
Yeah, one comes straight to my mind. I'm not going to air that out on here, though. Man, I don't know. I'm not very sneaky, so I didn't get away. If I did something dumb, I usually got caught. I don't know. That's a good one.
The first thing that comes to my mind is toilet paper.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I
want to think we were involved in getting their house pretty nice one time.
Probably, yeah, we probably were. We probably were. We golly, we couldn't afford to do that now.
No.
I can't answer that because I don't know. I usually got caught. I didn't really get to do. I didn't get away with much.
I was assuming that he was insinuating a toilet papering job, but I may be mistaken. There may be something else.
We probably did it.
More than likely. Man, we had some fun though.
Oh man, I feel some of my best memories was coming over there to that house after our games and watching the film and stuff like that. Was
man, we had that old house that we played cornhole in, had all the fires in.
Mm-hmm.
We used to watch game film on like a TV, kind of like that one.
Yeah, just like that,
like propped up on like a glass top kitchen
and like
table.
3/4 of the house you couldn't even go in. We just stayed in the living room.
Yeah, it was either too cold or the floor was like about to fall through.
If I remember, it slanted, did it not? Okay, that's what I thought.
That house was built in like the 20s,
right?
And we were like staying the night there.
There was a couple times we crossed the road and did some crazy stuff. That's probably the one I'm not going to ever admit to.
I don't need to, especially with especially.
I'm with you.
That oh man, I just thought
that was the first one that came to my mind. You cut that if you need to.
Yeah. No, boy, we had a bunch of nights out there though. You're like,
I
don't know that we would stay up till like 5:30, 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember like me and you and like Jake Proctor would be out there with Rocky would be out there and Jacob
London and Vickery.
Man, we would sit like by that fire and just talk all night like we were 50 years old or something.
Yeah. Should have had podcast mics back then.
Yeah. Oh, well, none of us may have
we
jobs now. But I feel like we got pretty good at toilet papering too.
We did.
And kids that try to toilet paper houses now, I'm like looking at that like weak.
I didn't know that they still did that.
Yeah, I had a group come get my house.
You got to kind of be rich to do it now.
I had a group of kids that I had in class like 3 or 4 years ago come get my house. Like, man, I'm not going to call their names out. I am going to tell the story, though. It was like, do you remember when the swamps, the Florida swamp like documentary came out?
Oh, yeah. Swamp King.
So this happened when that came out because I was watching it.
Okay.
I'd stayed up and I was watching Swamp Kings, like Tebow. I'm watching Tebow do something on there. And earlier in the night, rewind a little bit, Cleary's Construction's right next door. Earlier in the night, Michaela had asked me to go out and water her plants. And I hear like laughing in the parking lot at Cleary's. And it's like, mind you, it's like 11 p.m. And I come in and I'm like, do you hear that? And she's like, oh, yeah. It's probably just some kids. I'm like, you think they're supposed to be over there this late? And she's like, I don't know. Why do you care? Like, I don't know. You think I should call Darren? And she's like, brushing it off like I'm an idiot for caring. Yeah. I go sit down, and maybe it's like 30, 45 minutes later. Everybody's in bed but me. So the kids that did this, like, I don't sleep. So if you plan on doing this again, like, you better come at 3, 4 in the morning. But I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I hear this noise like, and what it turned out to be was toilet paper rolling across like my tin roof. But the noise projected like it was someone running up my stairs. So I've got 2 kids in the bed and a wife. So you can imagine, like, my heart rate was probably 220. So I get up and I'm running. I run to the bedroom and I shake her awake. And I'm like, get up, get up. And she's like, what? And I'm like, somebody's in the basement. And she's like, now she's like crying or freaking out. I don't think she cried, but she was freaking out. And like, she's hovering over the kids, you know. I'm like, I don't know what I called my dad next. I called my dad before she called 911. We think someone's in the basement. And, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, somebody's in my basement. And he's like, give me a minute. So he runs out. My dad jumps in his car. He drives to my house like probably 90 miles an hour. And he's older at the time. And, but anyway, I get off the phone with my dad. I've butchered this story. I keep getting sidetracked with different things. I look out the back window and I see, I guess, one of the kids that was toilet papering me, like, run across the yard through Cleary's. My mind still hasn't went to, I'm getting toilet papered. My mind is, they know I'm awake. One of them's bailed on their buddies stuck in my basement now, and there's a dude waiting on me at the bottom of the steps. So Michaela gets the police on the phone, and they come out here and they're shining spotlights and everything, and I'm outside, and it turned out it was like some kids that I had in class that thought
that would be, if you think someone's in your basement like that.
Oh, dude, I was ready. I was like, I don't know how many there are, but I know what I'm willing to go through to protect my kids.
They're lucky they didn't get.
Yeah, it was, oh man. They were all great kids too. It wasn't like one of those that they didn't like me. It was that some guys that played football for me, and kids that I really thought a lot of. They just thought it would be funny to toilet paper me. They had no dream that I would be awake at midnight. But yeah, and you know what? They didn't do a very good job. They did, like,
there's an art to it.
Yes. Yeah,
timing,
and we could probably teach a summer course on toilet paper.
But I wish you could get PD hours for that.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Best football. Okay, so now I'm on Briley questions. Briley Welch asked this one. Best football memory from your senior year. So I would have been gone at this point.
It'd have to be us beating Washington County over there, blocking that field goal to win that game. We weren't supposed to win it.
And that kid was drilling like 30, 40 yarders.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he would have made it. We'd got beat.
Yeah.
We would have got the ball with a little time left, but
he was making that field goal.
Stephon Bell. I'll never forget it. Yeah, we had really outplayed them, and we had some special teams mishaps and that they had, took advantage of. Mark Perry was the head coach. He's actually like the high school liaison at Kentucky now. I've got to know him. He comes to our clinic every year. Yeah.
Wow.
And I asked him about it. I was like, do you remember losing to Monroe County?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I remember that. And I was like, well, I was the quarterback on that team. He was like, I swear. I was like, so that was probably my favorite. That was a heck of a game.
That was a fun game to watch.
Glasgow had just got beat because
I had brought all my college buddies to that game because it wasn't far from Lindsay.
No.
Like, we just hopped on the whatever road that is through Lebanon.
Mm-hmm. But, and I tell the guys at Glasgow all the time, because some of them were coaching back then too, and I was like, we were ready for y'all. Like, y'all had beat us over there at Glasgow, and I said it was in our, like, we were going to beat y'all.
Yeah.
Like, we were going to play y'all in the second round, and we were going to get our lick back, and then y'all got beat.
Yeah.
And because I remember, like, after we blocked the field goal, like, there was like a little bit of a scuffle.
Yeah.
And that was when we found out Coach Pettit had come up, and he was like, don't let anybody get, because Glasgow just got beat.
Yeah.
We're going to play Fort Knox at home.
I remember that.
I was like, what?
Yeah. They had Hunter Bowles, Parker Cash.
Yeah, it was a good team. They got, I don't know what happened. But
man, anything can happen. Just as well as anybody.
Stephen Buford, who coaches with me, he tells, of course, he's former military. He tells that day or that week or something that Fort Knox is, like, a lot of their dads had come home from deployment and surprised them.
Oh, wow.
And got to come to the game. That's his story.
Huh.
Which, that would make you play better.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I had never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like the week leading up to the Monroe game with Lincoln? We heard that Lincoln worded it like this. We heard Lincoln's perspective on my last episode. What better way to follow Lincoln's episode than with Big Brother?
Not that fun, to be honest. I mean,
that's what he said.
Now the competitor, I was like, I'm gonna get him. You know, because I'm a little different than Lincoln. Like, and I don't care to like. I wanted to embarrass Lincoln. I did. I really did. I couldn't help it. Like, I want him to do good. I know he wanted to embarrass me. Like, but it just wasn't a fun week because we played so bad. And I credit to Monroe; they did a good job. But we didn't play very good on offense. Played great on defense, but we just didn't play good on offense. I felt like it was my fault. I felt like I called a bad game. Especially after I went back and watched the film, I was just like, man, that was not smart. Just some of the play calls were just not good. And, of course, guys, that was a good football team, and they were making plays on defense too, so I'm not trying to take anything away from Monroe by no means. But it was just a lot of – it was an emotional thing because, like, Dad's normally on the sideline. Yeah. This game he's not. Yeah. Mom's torn. Because it's like, so it was a family, Shannon and Kemp, like the whole family's torn. So it was tough. It was tough. It was funny. I was cutting up before the game, with Lincoln was out there trying to throw balls and warm up. And I was like, well, if he's playing quarterback, I feel a lot better about our chances, telling Branson that. So I was like, so it was difficult. Yeah. I don't think it would be as difficult now because we've done it. Yeah. So. But
I'm going to take – and we're back. Sorry for those of you. Had to take a short bathroom break. And Cooper, the basement mascot, I think he needed to use the bathroom too. He was starting to growl on me a little bit. But we're still on some Lincoln questions. And I'll get away from the questions for a little bit, but I'll ask one more. Lincoln asked your biggest win in your head coaching career and your worst loss.
Well, my worst loss was last year, the very last game I coached in. We should have won that game. And
playoffs.
And a quarterback gets hurt, and so that was the worst one. That's a sick feeling when you know you're probably better and you can't get it done. We didn't play good enough, and we still had a great year, but to me that was a tough one. My best win. A couple come to mind, I think. I think probably last year against Franklin Simpson to get the undefeated season was a big one. I think just because it's hard to do. And
were y'all trailing at halftime too?
Yeah, we were down 14-0 with like 6 minutes to go in the game.
Man, I say this a lot, and you may disagree with me. Like, coming back in high school football or middle, it's tough to come back.
Especially when they run wing tee and they keep the ball, that was just
control the tempo.
Yeah, we played so just silly mistakes to put ourselves in that position. Which Franklin Simpson was a good team. They played a bunch of really good teams. Yeah, that, you might look and be like, well, they didn't go 8-2 or 9-1, but they lost to some good teams. Yeah. And that, and then probably Central Hardin, my last year at Barron. That was the first ever 6A district win. Yeah. And then maybe Greenwood the year before that. We went over to Greenwood and beat them on homecoming. Scored with not much. Come back in all three of those games. Actually, all three of those games were comeback wins. You'd think I'd figure out what to do in the first half, I guess. But, we come back in all those games. That Greenwood one was like the first real big one, I think. Because that one kind of we knew we were going to have a winning season when we won that game. So we started off 5-1, I think. And it had, that was the best start in however long. And it just wasn't supposed to win that game. And we got down at halftime and then come out, and Tyler Bush he has a pick six on their first drive, and that kind of got us going. And then we finally, Jamison Bowie, our quarterback. Yeah. It was, I can't remember if it was 4th and 2 or 3rd and 2, but we ran counter, and everything we do is kind of a read option. He pulled it, gone 40-something yards later and scored, and then we went for 2 to go up 1, and we ran a little play called Brady to Jamarcus Smiley. Lincoln will know what Brady is. I think he tries to run it too. We ran a little 2-point play called Brady and scored on it, and that one, those 3 are like the first 3 that pops out.
What's it like coaching against Coach Pettit?
It's
like, did it feel weird? Like the first,
maybe the first time, which the first time I ever coached against him as a head coach would have been COVID.
Yeah,
because we started on like week 3 or 4, so they were the first game of the year over at our place. But he's always going to be prepared defensively. You know, you're going to have to prepare for like 10 trick plays. You know, so that's a couple. You know, the first time it was probably a little more weird. Not weird. I don't know really what the word is. It's just like, oh, you know, that's my coach. You know, and
do you guys communicate like week of the game at all?
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's been 6 years ago, 6 years ago, so I can't really remember. But, you know, Coach Pettit's, I mean, he's won a whole lot more games than I have. So, you know you're going to have to be on it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing when you're going against him. You just know that he's going to have you schemed up, and he's really good on defense, so you're going to have to do something to scheme him up. And, you know, I felt like he got the better of me this time. You know, they pretty well stopped us on the offense last year. So, but we talk and we pick it. I mean, I feel like I pick his brain more. He don't need to be picking my brain. I think I felt, you know, I called and was like, "What did you think?" And, you know, so we try to help each other out. And I appreciate any. You know, like I said, he's won a whole lot more games than me, so I appreciate any advice he gives me or anything like that. But yeah, it's fun to compete against people you know. Like, it just is. You know, the competitor in me, you know, it's just a little something extra when it's someone when you know them. You know, it just is different.
We played my first year coaching middle school. Lincoln was with me. We played Josh at Metcalf that year.
Y'all told that story on the pod. Yeah, that's a good story.
Me and Lincoln didn't even see like the winning catch.
I'm glad you said that. When I see Josh tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be like, I talked about that time that T-Mac and Lincoln got you.
Well, he had us figured out though. Josh
does a good job.
Looking back on me and Lincoln had a good group of kids that year, and with 8th graders, anytime you can have multiple plays in a huddle and say call it at the line, I feel like you got a good group of kids. Yeah, I don't feel like you can do that with every group of 7th and 8th grade boys.
No,
we had a good group, and not knocking that group or anything. We should have won that game handedly. When you stack the 210, Josh, he was ready for us. I mean,
he does a good job.
It just seemed like he knew everything I was going to do before I knew I was going to do it. And we had a guy that Josh had made the decision. He's not going to beat us.
Right.
You're going to have to use somebody else. And it worked. But now we got him in the end. Off of have you seen the video?
I have not.
Oh, I called that. It seemed, I think Josh had they were going back and forth between like a man coverage and cover 3. So I can't remember what play I had called if they came out and showed man, but like if they come out and cover 3, we called like a switch concept, just 2 receive. Like we go 4 wide, 2 each side, and Briar Burke and Maddox Morris run a little switch route. And I was banking on the corner following Maddox down the center hash, and then Briar's going to be wide open down the sideline, which is exactly how it played out. And Levi made a heck of a throw to Maddox Morris down the seam and triple coverage, and Maddox comes out with the ball, and I think that put us up like 4 or something. We were down with like 10 seconds to go.
Oh man!
And I'm sick. Like we just lost to Josh at Metcalf, and had a good we were like one loss team at the time, and that was It was one of the last games of the season, I think. I don't know. I felt good going into the game, real comfortable. Thought we were going to be able to do some fun stuff, and then we're in a dogfight.
Yeah.
We turn around, that happened to us at Metcalf when you were a junior.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
That was a game we should have won by 60.
I threw an interception to a lineman that night, I remember. I don't think we allowed a touchdown, but we could not score.
No, they were up on us. They scored in the first half.
Did they?
They were up on us.
They
were up on us at half. Like, I can't remember if it was 7-6 or 8-6.
Okay.
I can't remember if it was 7. No, maybe we were up at half, but we were only up 7-6. Maybe it was a tight game at halftime, and then we come out and held them scoreless in the second half. So
I do remember we scored 3 times, and I scored all 3 touchdowns, but played awful. It was like everyone else got us down there, and then I'd sneak it in or something.
I kind of think
I remember playing terrible.
I think Larry had kind of the same mentality that Neil wasn't going to beat him. I don't know that Neil had a yard that game.
Really?
I don't think he did. I might be bad
I think it
mistaken.
had rained, maybe?
It was, it rained. Was that the game that we showed up and it hadn't rained and the field was soaking wet, or was that at Dare County?
Oh, I don't remember. You have a much better memory than I do with some of that stuff. I don't know.
Now, if you ask me what Michaela had told me to do before I got to bed tonight, I don't remember that.
Right. Priorities.
I remember there was a game that year that we're in the middle of a drought.
It rained like a month. It seemed like it rained like 4 Fridays in a row, and I had no lie to tell. I didn't like the rain. I had little hands. I didn't like the rain. I remember us trying to use these new footballs, and I could not. I struggled in the rain.
There was a game that now that I think about it, I think it was at Dare County. We're in the middle of like a drought, like a record-setting drought, and then we show up and the grass is like this tall and the field is soaking wet.
Right.
Like, oh, it come a little shower this morning. Like, yeah, I bet it did. You broke the school record, the first play of that game for longest play in school history.
Neil?
Yeah. Was that the longest play or longest completed pass?
I don't know.
It was a record. It was a school record.
I remember it was a big, long play action pass. That's what I remember. It was play action and throw it as far as you can.
I think you broke it maybe as a different one.
No, you're right. Me and Tanner, we threw the tailback screen.
Yeah.
And we against Wayne County.
Yeah. The very next year you broke the same record, right? Yeah. I think. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm misquoting stats.
I do. I remember that now. Yeah. I'm not trying to say I just some of those games all run together. Neil's, I think if I remember, the one with Neil was like 90 yards.
Yeah.
And the one with Tanner was 95.
Then I don't know if I told it on Lincoln's episode or not, but the very next we score, and then the very next play is kickoff, and I'm on kickoff team.
Dusty.
And they sub me out and put Dusty in for me, and he scores. And I'm like, so you're standing there, and I'm like, I want to be excited for Dusty, but I'm like, hey, man.
Could have been me.
I probably wouldn't have been there. I'd have probably been doing something stupid. I was such an idiot on kickoff. Like, looking back, I remember, my mentality on kickoff was like, I just want to kill somebody, whether they have the ball or not. I don't care.
Right.
And I'm looking back. I'm like, man, what? Like, I could have made so many more plays if I wasn't worried about killing this guy. Yeah. But, oh well. Lincoln asked, what's it like to be a role player on the Two Pencils podcast rather than the star player?
Not every point guard is the star player on their team. That's what I would tell him.
I like it.
Not every quarterback is the star player on their team. He can be the point guard and the quarterback, but
I like it. I like it.
Nobody's going to listen to the One Pencil podcast.
No, they're not. Good. Touche. I like it. Y'all are going to have to, you know what? A Two Pencils basement road trip.
We need to collab.
A Two Pencils basement podcast road trip to Lambeau Field is what we need.
I'm in.
Document the whole thing.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like.
That would be a blast.
Yeah. I think that would. I don't even care if it goes viral. I want to go to Lambeau Field.
No kidding.
And then we convert Jackson back to the the cheese.
That may do it. That might do it.
Oh,
and I would wear a cheese head.
You're not walking out of Lambeau, not a Packers fan. There's no
Probably
way.
True.
There's no, if you are not decided and you go into Lambeau, there's no shot you walk out not a Packers
Probably
fan.
true. We need to go when it snows.
Oh my god! Do you know like they pay people to shovel the snow before the games?
No.
So when Green Bay has a snow game, if you're like just Joe Fred off the street, you can go in and shovel snow off the field and they will pay you.
Wow.
And if there are tickets available, they give you a ticket for shoveling the snow. Now, if they're sold out, obviously they don't do that. But I've always like me and John Jackson joke about like driving up there and like shoveling snow like a road trip.
Is he a Packers fan?
Yeah.
That's who it was I was trying to think
yeah.
of earlier. It was John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know many other Packers fans. I know John, and I thought, like, I remember you when we were kids wearing the Packers stuff. I thought it was us three.
I may be back.
Against the world. Yeah, come back home.
I've had more people say Packers than that'd
Really?
be 3 people now.
Do you know anybody like from Monroe that are Packers fans? I know the Rowland family now.
You and John, Gary, and
Yeah.
then, like I said, my buddy Matt Bottom from Boyle County is a Packers fan.
See, man, that's just nothing like it. Brett Favre.
Yeah.
I love Brett Favre. Love him.
He's the man.
Did you like Rodgers?
Yeah.
I loved him too.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is awesome. I mean, he's awesome.
Oh, as a person, as a quarterback. All right. What do you think about the argument of Rodgers, not the greatest quarterback of all time, but most skilled?
I mean, he's a supremely skilled guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think people thrust him. I think the most, and Lincoln totally disagrees with this, but I think the most important stat for a quarterback is wins. And I get why these stat nerds don't think so, but
yeah.
And I'm
you hear the word like arm talent a lot now. Was that
there's not many.
Did you ever hear people using that phrase when we were like younger? The word,
I was
the phrase
baseball
arm
guy,
talent.
so
Yeah, true.
But I think if he had won 2 Super Bowls, I don't think you can really argue it.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
It's not like he wasn't winning.
Yeah,
he won a lot of games. He might not have won a lot of Super Bowls, but he won a lot of games.
Going back to what you said earlier, administrations win championships, and I just feel like he never had the backing of the administration. He comes off that MVP season, and they don't draft a receiver help. They drafted Jordan Love coming off of his MVP season. Like, why? Why do you do that?
I don't know.
The dude's coming off on the best seasons of his career. He obviously wants to stay in Green Bay. He's not going anywhere.
I mean, that was the start of him leaving.
Yeah. He wants to compete for a Super Bowl. He said, I want to win another Super Bowl before I'm done. Let's go draft a quarterback. Why?
I don't know.
I need to shut up before I sway you away from the Packers organization. But being a Green Bay Packers fan and a Kentucky basketball fan is like an emotional roller coaster.
I understand.
Just like so many. Are you a Florida basketball fan, or is it just football?
Yeah.
Are you really?
You're
probably not a fan of my Todd Golden hate then, are you?
I like Todd Golden. But I think this is going to sound bad. I care so little about basketball
Really?
that I'm willing to just make everyone mad by being a complete and total
I respect
fair
it.
weather fan and just
You watch any college baseball?
yeah. And I love I'm a Florida fan.
Really?
I mean, I keep up with them. I watch when they're on a channel I can get. I'll watch them.
How did you become a Florida fan?
My mom says that I liked alligators.
Really?
That's what she says. I don't ever remember not being one.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
So now I know you remember going to games with like me and my Uncle Terry. Do you remember Trent, his son?
Yes.
Also a Florida Gator fan.
Yeah.
You remember him?
I
Remember how
don't
small
remember
he
what he
was?
looks like, but yes, I remember that you had a
Can
family
you remember
member.
how small he was at all? Dude, he's like 6'4" now.
Oh man.
Yeah, big Florida Gators fan.
Yeah.
Always likes to rub it in my face.
Go Gators.
Yeah, I don't hate Florida football. I always love.
It's
Tim
hard
Tebow.
to hate him right now.
I love Tim Tebow. Love.
He's
Tim
a goat.
Tebow.
I'll not listen to anyone when I've got some buddies. Nick Mills. I'll shout him out.
He's the best college football player of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He says he's the king of 15-yard runs. That's what Mills said. He says Johnny Manziel and Cam Newton, and I'm like, I hear you, but
no. Tebow, to me,
if Cam Newton would have stayed at Florida and played for, he would be the best.
Yeah, but
he played 1 year. Tebow should have won 2 Heismans.
Tebow was so fun to watch. So fun to watch.
And he did what no one else was doing. He was a great guy. And he was open about his faith.
I feel like, just personally, you may disagree with me. If he's not open about his faith, he has a long NFL career.
Might.
I mean, he won some playoff games, but didn't, like, he was winning games. Everybody's argument was he didn't play until the fourth quarter. But that's really, I mean,
kind of impressive.
Yeah, like
I think I
which
totally
quarter?
see,
if you're going to pick a quarter for your quarterback to play well in, you're going to pick the fourth quarter.
I totally get though why no one believed in him as an NFL quarterback. He had the funky throwing motion.
Yeah,
like I get it.
Yeah,
I get it, and kudos to him for not wanting to play tight end or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to be a quarterback. I get that,
too.
but I just don't think college football has seen a guy like that. Like he was the first like big physical quarterback.
I would have liked to have seen some NFL teams take a chance on him, though. I hated to see his.
Me too. But
I feel like he had some in the tank somewhere.
His calling is not football. I think we see that now.
Yeah,
he's
such a good.
He's
dude.
great on TV. Obviously, great for Jesus and what he does. He's just that's my guy. He's the GOAT, in my opinion. You'll never sway me otherwise.
I'm a Kentucky fan through and through, but I love Tim Tebow. He's if I'm gonna pick like a favorite college player of all time that's not on a Kentucky roster, I'm going Tebow. Yep. I'm right there with you.
I wanted to be Tebow so bad. I wanted to run people over at quarterback. Like that's who I wanted to be.
So, dude, he's just so fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
built like a bodybuilder, playing quarterback, running people over.
I'll never forget the first time I saw him like in person. I just never seen someone that big and physical that moved like a skill guy.
Yeah,
it just wasn't because the tight end. He was built like a tight end, but tight ends back then aren't like they are now, where they're like hybrids.
He's on? So like all those gangsters on the team.
Now I will say the best football player on that team was Percy Harvin. And he was something special.
That Swamp Kings documentary.
When I get in a lull in the weight room or our off season, I will watch the part in that. I will go back to that Swamp Kings documentary. I've got 2 things I go to when I need a little juice, and I will go to the Swamp Kings documentary where they're talking about the midnight lifting sessions, and I will watch I think it's episode 7 of the Jordan documentary.
Oh yeah,
where he's talking about like being a competitor and what it means. Like when I need some juice, that's what I go to. I bet I've watched them 15 times a piece.
The stuff he had them doing in training camp.
We're trying to replicate it this week.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So like what were they doing? They were like,
we don't wrestle.
Like there was some kind of rule.
Drills.
Like
they just get in there and
basically
wrestle
like
around.
a holds barred fight. You're fighting.
Yeah, and well, when you're trying to change because Florida's always been a flashy, high flying, and Urban Meyer's like a son of a military guy, so he comes in with this military mindset, and I think it's cool that Mickey Rourke that he had as a strength guy at Florida and Ohio State, like he would do this thing every year, and I would love to be able to do this in high school football, but I mean you just can't do it. But he would when they would come in January for their off-season workouts, he would have a set of keys or a whistle, and he would hand it to Mickey Rourke and say, "Here's the keys to the Corvette. It's yours."
Oh wow!
He said, "I'll take them back when you're done." And basically Mickey Rourke was the head coach until spring ball.
Oh man!
But he did this little ceremony. He was like, "Here's the keys. It's yours."
That like makes the hair stand up.
Yeah.
It's
so cool, man. It's all that kind of came out when he was at Ohio State. But that was the same guy.
I bet I've watched Swamp Kings like 3 times.
That's awesome.
The Last Dance, good. Swamp Kings, and I watched the Ric Flair like 30 for 30 a lot.
Ric Flair's the man.
I like, so you see over there Sting.
The GOAT.
People probably don't pick up on this, and it's probably stupid, but like I try to like change something like in the scenery, depending on who I've got on. I saw you talking about Sting on the podcast. He was my favorite when I was a kid.
Crow Sting is my favorite too.
Oh yeah, I liked like blonde-headed beach Sting too, but the Crow Sting, you can't beat that.
You can't.
When he's like, did you watch WCW?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you remember him like hiding in the rafters and like the camera would pan to
I've seen Sting live. My dad makes fun of me because they had a I don't remember if it was a Monday Nitro or if it was a live show or what, but he took me to Freedom Hall.
Really?
And he wrestled Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
Dad says I was so nervous that I kept going to the bathroom. Like I can't go to the bathroom. Like I was so nervous. But I remember seeing Sting and DDP wrestle. Man. I thought that was DDP for a second, but I see it's Goldberg now. But I remember
DDP's
that
over there too next to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember them wrestling in Freedom Hall.
So Sting and DDP and Goldberg were all Atlanta, Georgia guys.
Really?
That's how like they all worked. Like so, DDP and Sting worked out at a gym in Atlanta, Georgia, and Goldberg had never wrestled before. Right. He was just like a gym dude. He had like a very short-lived football career.
He played at Georgia, right?
Played at Georgia, and then he tried
to make me not like him.
I think he tried to play for the Falcons, maybe for a little bit. Lincoln.
He looks like a football player.
Yeah, but I mean, he did. Like he had a good college career at Georgia, and then he just wasn't an NFL guy. And he's still working out at the gym, and DDP's like brings him in and talks to Bischoff, and he's like, "This guy could do some damage." So
did not know
that's when he goes on the streak. You remember the streak?
Oh yeah, I think they just made those numbers up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, of course, like WCW had like we're watching Nitro and like what was the one on Thursdays called Thunder? WCW Thunder. There were like non-live events between those shows, so they would like claim he wrestled like 5 and 6 matches a week. It was so cool. I loved it. It was peak wrestling, like the Monday Night Wars. You're not that will never be replicated.
Awesome. No, it'll never be replicated.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm a WCW guy.
I am too.
Like,
I am too.
Like John and Matt Etheridge, a bunch of the guys that talk wrestling at school, like they know like all the and I kept up with WWE a little bit, but not like WCW. Yeah, I was WCW.
It's WWF then, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And then they brought like Sting never went to the WWE, I don't think.
I respect it.
Yeah, he stayed. Was it TNA? He went to TNA and then AEW. He just retired like a year ago.
Oh, I know. And like
was still jumping off the top turnbuckle.
He's a man, dude.
However old he is, like 60.
He had 3 finishers.
Yeah.
How many people have 3 finishers?
No, he's
the Scorpion Death Lock,
Sting's my
goat. Scorpion Death Drop, and the Stinger Splash.
Yeah. Man. Sting's my goat. I think you said that on the podcast.
It's my guy.
I'm not going to argue he's the best of all time, but he's my goat.
He's my favorite. Yeah.
We were robbed of a Sting Undertaker match.
Oh yeah,
that would have been
epic.
Must see TV.
And I'd have been mad because he would have lost. Sting would have lost.
Probably because Vince McMahon's an idiot. Yeah. Sting, we all know Sting's wiping.
Have you seen that documentary?
Yes,
that's insane.
That's crazy,
insane. And he looks like a skunk now with his hair.
It's like in his eyebrows and whatever that he's doing with his mustache.
Man. Talk about a fall off.
Do you remember when he tried to like revive the XFL?
Yes. I'll never forget He Hate Me.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite nickname ever.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Did you ever watch any of those Vince McMahon XFL games?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, instead of the coin toss,
they would roll the ball out?
They would fight for the ball.
I still think we should do that.
Yeah, I'm watching it. No, I mean, you're going to have some, like, you got to get, like, a third string guy. Yeah. You've got to sign a guy to your team that, like, that's his sole job.
Oh, yeah. Go get the ball.
You can't throw, like, Tom Brady out there to wrestle for the ball. Oh, but no. Like, so I was, like when John Jackson was on, I think I had, like, a Chipper Jones card, like, on the show. Like, so I'll try to do, like, little stuff. I had, when Lincoln was on, I don't even think I brought it up, but I had a Pete Rose card somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you a Reds fan?
I am.
Okay. My plan for Lincoln's episode, like, have you watched the podcast?
I've watched
it. So you see, like, my intros that I do?
Yeah.
I wanted Pete Rose running from third to home and, like, sliding into home. And when the umpire brushed off home plate, it was going to say Basement Podcast episode. Ooh. But it kept like flagging me because I was using like a real person's face. So it wouldn't let me use Pete Rose. And then it started like cutting off the reds. I'm like, let's do the football game.
Yeah.
But no, that would have been cool.
That would have been.
I don't know awesome. Why I thought about that.
That would be cool.
I have like, when I think about my intros and stuff, it's like I think about it when I'm like in bed, or like on the toilet or something stupid. Like so I don't have your idea yet. I'll come up with something though. I may try this Cincinnati thing again.
That would be sweet.
Oh, but so what all you got going on right now outside of football? Anything crazy?
That's it. I mean, we're just in the middle of the off season. Like I said, we're doing dog days this week. So
what all's dog days consist of?
Dog week, my bad. I said dog days. We have a dog days and a dog week. So dog week is we try to like replicate Navy SEAL Hell Week.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And so we normally come in. So the way we do it is we come in every morning. This is like a regular workout for us. School starts at 8:05. We come in at 7:20, and they have first period weights. So like we'll lift through first. We'll like do our stuff and then go through first period.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do that 5 days a week. You know, no matter what sport you're playing, you're in there. So we've got our whole group. You know, all from January to the end of school, 5 days a week, and you know, so dog week is this week. It's always the week right before spring break.
Yeah.
And so on this week we come in at 6:30, and it is just putting them through it. I mean, we're putting them through it, and so we'll get there, and you know that we've got them in teams, and each coach has a team. I don't have a team. I'm kind of the GM of it all.
Yeah.
And so each coach has a team. They're responsible for finding a leader for that team, and then that leader's responsible for making sure all his team is there. So then it's a point system. So the Friday before dog week, we have a dodgeball tournament, and that like starts it off.
Yeah.
And you get competition points.
Yeah.
So so attendance is big. So if like a kid misses a day, there's 6 stations, so he's -6 for himself.
Oh yeah.
So like if you're not, you got to be there, attendance, and you know. And then so we get up there, we take attendance, we do like some mat drill stuff, like we get them moving.
Yeah.
And we'll either run the bleachers, run the stadiums, or bleachers, run the hills, like do something. And then you go into 6 stations. So there's 6 6-minute stations.
Yeah.
And it's nonstop. Like there's always some kind of ladder, bags, jumping, sprinting, carrying something heavy, mental. Like we incorporate all these things into these 6 stations, and it's just, you know, you're with your team, and our coaches just absolutely try to push you past your limit.
I love it.
And so the coaches all have a clipboard with a score sheet.
Yeah.
And I'm walking around, and I'm the positive guy. Like normally I'm not, but for this week I'm going around looking for positives. Are you showing leadership? Are you pushing through? And each station should have like a black and white objective goal.
Yeah.
So like there's a line you run through, there's a cone you touch, there's a certain way you do it. And if you're not doing it, the coach will go through and minus a point.
Yeah.
So we keep up with these points all week, and it culminates tomorrow. And we keep this running sheet, and like we show it to the kids. So each kid knows the score each day, and they know where they rank. And then like it'll show your team, and it'll say day 1 you lost your team 2 points. Like what were you doing? Or hey, this kid showed leadership. He gained his team 3 points.
Yeah.
So we do those 6 6-minute stations, and then at the very end we have a competition, and the competition can get your team points. And like we did a tug of war the first day. We've done med volleyball, where you got a med ball and you got to throw it over the goalpost, and you're playing like volleyball. Yeah. We've done like a 4x1.
Yeah.
And one lineman had to run. We did a good one yesterday. We took the hex bars and we put plates on them, and they had to push it like a wheelbarrow 100 yards past to their team, like just something every day. And then Friday's always punt, pass, and kick.
Yeah.
You know, you pick your top 3 or whatever. So at the end of it, we always have someone cook us a big breakfast.
Yeah.
So instead of lifting during, because then we go into, this is all done before school starts.
Yeah.
And then we lift.
Yeah.
So they're absolutely worn
yeah.
out. And so on Friday, we don't lift. We eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Like that's the finisher. Like that's the end of dog week. You've done it. And then whoever came in first place gets to eat first. Whoever come in last place has to serve first place.
I like that.
And if you make it through dog week, like we always get them like something, like whether it's a hat, a shirt. So like last year we got them these like sleeveless hoodie shirts that said Dog Developed on it with our logo, and like
we
you
went
only
through
get
this
it
together.
like you only get it if you didn't miss a day. So like some kids will go 4 days, they won't get it. You got to be there every day, and it's just fun. Like it's not fun for them right now, but like they all kind of like they like dog week. It's neat.
Well, it's like that, those things, like it's not fun, but then you're glad you did it. Like
It's very mental. It's a very mental like thing. We're really trying to push them. We had some kids that had a track meet on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They were up at 6:30 the next morning. They were working. Yeah. Some of them are at a track meet right now. They'll be there in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's worth it when you finally get to that breakfast.
So
it's like
on Friday, it's just all breakfast.
No, we're going to do it again.
Oh, you do it Friday and then eat breakfast?
We do it Friday. Okay. We have the final competition.
I was going to ask.
We tally the points up, and then it's like, all right, guys, like this team won, this team got last.
Okay. I thought you were saying Friday was they come in and eat breakfast.
No, we got to work. We got to work again.
I like it.
We just instead of doing a lift.
Ask, like if they lost points if they missed breakfast.
No. If they, we just don't lift during class. Like we'll eat during class, and it's fun. Like so, when they go out in the morning, somebody will be there cooking, and they'll smell that food. And
I like it.
But we try to push them. We push them pretty hard.
What time does the school day start over there?
8:05. 8.
So they come in at 6:30. I like it.
Yep.
Man, that's a way to start the day.
It's tough now. They're Wednesday and Thursday are hard. The first 2 days you've got some energy, but they come in yesterday and they were yesterday and today you could tell that they're tired.
Yeah.
But they're there and they're working.
That starts your whole day off. So now like you've done something like I forgot who it was. Somebody I listened to on Rogan's talking about like, and it doesn't relate to this, like making his bed in the morning. Like I start my day doing something I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. So now the rest of my day is easy.
Yeah.
So those kids, they may not like it while they're going through it, but the rest of their day is pretty cake after they go through that.
Yeah.
And just like how much more you can accomplish when you make yourself do something.
And it's a team building thing. Mm-hmm. Like we're identifying who our leaders are right now. Because when you go through something hard, leaders emerge and followers submerge, and you kind of can figure out like we've had a couple kids this week where we didn't know that they had leadership qualities, and I'm seeing it. Like I've got a kid who's going to be a junior this year who didn't get as much playing time probably as he wanted last year, but he is going to have a big role for us this year. Mm-hmm. And I literally watched him finish his part of the drill, go back, because every team's got a guy on it that kind of holds. He's dragging him through the drills, like let's go, like encourage. And I'm like, man, that's leadership.
I just love it when when it's a kid that maybe even they didn't know that they had it in them, and you see it like click. Mm-hmm. That's just the best when a kid.
And then you see some guys who are trying to lead but don't know how. Maybe they're leading by like, come on, and then you can pull them back. Hey, like I see you. Mm-hmm. Let's try it this way. Yeah. Like see if this works for you, and then you see them apply it. But that's what this week is all about. And then
So is this something like you came up with, or did you borrow it from?
Borrowed.
Coaches are all thieves.
Oh yeah. Boyle County has a Rebel Week. Yeah. And no, we don't do everything exactly the same, but like the bones are kind of similar. Yeah. The bones are the same. We have 6 stations. We do points, and we may do different stations, but that's where I got it from, and that was like my favorite week.
Do you have anything like that you came up with that you're particularly proud of, or anything like that?
I don't. That's hard to say because someone's probably done it.
I can think of something that I do that probably like You may think I'm an idiot too, but so the first like practice in the summer, like of course, like Monroe County Middle School, for whatever reason, every year I always have a ton of kids that have never played football.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're watching these kids like culture shock big time. They're coming into maybe their first organized sport, and they're like learning what that's all about for the first time in the middle of like football's hard.
Yeah.
I give them a talk every summer, like take a knee, we're talking, I'm like, look around. There's not a ton of kids out here. Like you guys are 30, 35 of you, whatever many we got. There's 300 plus kids in this school, and there's 30 of you willing to come out here in the summer. Like, there's not many. This isn't for everybody. Football is tough, and it requires a special individual. But one thing I do every summer, and like I said, you might think I'm an idiot, but we start our warm-ups off with like jumping jacks.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's doing 10 jumping jacks, and you're counting them out loud. Everybody's counting, and I want you to do it in sync. And if one player comes out of sync, both of us will start over.
Yeah.
And I have spent like an hour almost until everybody's in sync.
Yeah.
And like I know the kids are like looking at me like, what is this idiot's problem? Why does it matter if we can do this? And like, so I always give them a little bit to try to figure it out on their own, and most of the time they don't. And then I'll stop them like, if you guys can't get through this 10-second task that I'm giving you in sync as a team and figure it out, then how can I expect you to do anything I'm asking you to do between now and October?
The little stuff matters more than the big stuff. Little things turn into big problems.
I will spend, and I do that with every sport I've coached. I did that with baseball, and I know like some parents are probably over there like, what is this like jackass do? Like we've been doing jumping jacks for 45 minutes, but I'm like,
well, that's your standard.
Yeah, I know that's like, that may be silly, but it's just what I want to see them able to do. I'm like, if I can't get them to do this in sync, then how am I supposed to expect them to do something harder than that in 30 minutes?
I've always just, there's probably something that I guess I've come up, I can't sit here and think of it, because I just try to take something I know works. Like I've seen this system work, and I just want to put my own spin on it. Like I don't want to call, at Boyle we had Rebel Boot Camp. I didn't want to call it Scotty Boot Camp. It's Scotty Basic Training. We do it a little different. They've got a way they're doing it. We do it just a little different. And there was probably some things that I did because Coach Haddock, I ran the weight room, so he gave me freedom to do some stuff. And there's probably some stuff that I subconsciously came up with that I do now that is a bigger thing for us than it was there. But like the bones of it and the structure, I usually take it from someone else, and someone that I know and I trust, and I, stuff like that. There's a couple things practice-wise we do. Like we do a lot of circuits in practice. I spoke at a clinic about these circuits, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something, and like I feel like that's something we do that's kind of unique. So like the first 20 minutes of our practice is all some kind of a circuit, and that kind of came from, like we have an offensive circuit, like it may be an option circuit or a ball circuit or a block destruction circuit or a tackle circuit, and that kind of came from the weight room, because like what do you do in the weight room? You just circuit stuff. And then I always give my wife credit. I got to see her teach one time. She's like a rock star teacher. Well, she was teaching in like circuits. Small group and circuits. And I'm like, So you can do it with less coaches. You can, well, if I'm running this circuit as a coach, now I get to coach every kid. I don't just coach this group. I'm coaching every kid, so like, so that's I guess that's one thing. We do quite a bit of circuit stuff early, especially.
I'll tell you where I got the jumping jack thing for, like, I didn't steal it from them per se, but Taylor County, Taylor County Middle School came down. I think it was my second year coaching. They come down and they had like probably 50, 55, 60 kids, and they are all doing their jumping jacks in sync, warming up before the game, and they're chanting them out, and they sounded like a Samoan like army. I mean, it was like if you're 13 years old, it's intimidating. Like watching this unit come out here, and they were doing their jumping jacks like that, and in that moment, I saw every kid on my team wilt. I'm like, all they're doing is jumping jacks, and they're in sync. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
Totally.
I watched every kid on my team. Like, if you looked at Monroe County in the warm-ups, every kid I had's turned around watching them do their jumping jacks. And I'm like, why can't we do that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I mean, I think some of the
just little things like
a lot of stuff that I've probably stolen, I've been beat by.
Yeah.
Or I've struggled to coach against it. So I'm like, well, I need to, it goes back to that question you asked earlier. But, when you do get to be a head coach or whatever, be yourself and figure out what it is you want to do, and then whatever your standard is, don't deviate from it.
Mm-hmm. That's what, like, that's important. Like, you can't, like, tell a kid, like, hey, we're going to do these jumping jacks until everybody's in sync, and then realize 15 minutes later, like, oh, this is taking a while.
Yeah.
If I deviate from that, they don't trust me now.
Mm-hmm.
Or they know, like, oh, he doesn't mean what he says.
Yep.
Like, no, we're going to do this until you figure it out. And it's not, like, it's interesting to see, like, how kids look at it. Like, you'll see kids yelling, like some of the bigger guys are doing their jumping jacks slower, so they can't get into sync.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, are they going to figure out, like, hey, we need to slow the cadence down so we can catch up? Like, I don't care how fast you do them. Like, I don't care if you look like a Navy SEAL. Like, I just want you doing them at the same time. It's like, figure it out together.
I'll tell you something I got from Dad. This was Dad's idea, and we have implemented it, and it's been better than my idea.
Yeah.
And this was just him standing and watching. We don't, and this is a baseball thing probably, because you got to clean up the field.
Yeah.
Or fix the field and all that. But our freshmen don't mess with the equipment or the field. They don't clean the weight room up. They don't clean the field up. That's the seniors' job. It's their team.
Yeah.
They have to do it. They can enlist the help of some juniors.
Yeah.
Like, we've only got 5 seniors, so they can't do it all. They got to enlist the help of some juniors, but it's your job, and you're going to pass that down to the next group. When those freshmen are seniors, they'll clean the field. Because I hate – I didn't realize I hated that until he pointed it out. I was like, yeah, that is annoying. Like, when you see us, hey, freshmen. And I'm like, no, it's not their team yet. It's your team. So you fix the field. You clean it up. And guess what? If we're up-downing because the locker room has got stuff all over the floor, it's your fault. It's not the freshman's fault. It's your fault.
I like that. That reminds me of, like, the old school, like, MMA gyms. Like, I watch, like, Randy Couture and those guys will talk about at their, like, jiu-jitsu gyms, they clean the mats.
Yeah.
They don't have, like, a janitor. Like, the new guys that come to the gym, they don't clean the mats. Like, you clean your own mat.
Because it's yours.
Yeah. I like that.
Yep. Gives
me that old school, like, UFC mentality.
Yeah.
You keep up with the UFC at all?
Some. I mean, now Shannon and Austin are big in it. Yeah. And I, every now and then they'll be like, hey, there's a big fight. If it's a big fight, I'm going to watch.
Once WCW had died out, like, I kind of latched on to the UFC more.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. It's hard to keep up with them all.
It's crazy, like, watching how the sports, like, develop, too. Because when we were kids, you remember Bartley's video?
Oh, yeah.
When we were kids, the only place I'd ever seen UFC was, like, on the shelves at Bartley's.
Right.
And my dad would talk about it, like, oh, that's that crap where they break each other's arms and stuff. And now it's, like, got Stephen A. Smith is calling UFC events on ESPN.
They're going to have a fight on the White House lawn. That's pretty big.
That's insane.
How are they going to do that? That's got to be like a security risk.
Nightmare. Like, I don't know.
Hey.
And, like, it's going to be
awesome, though.
It has to be outside, too, which I hate. I hate it so bad.
Does that change? You fought, so, I mean, does that mess with you? Or, like, I'm not a lover, not
awful.
A fighter.
It's so I don't know how many people kept up with it. Yeah, I did compete in amateur MMA. I fought in Louisville at a place called the 5 Expo. You ever heard it? Or maybe it was it's either Expo 5 or 5 Expo. It was this old airplane hangar that was attached to a flea market, and they would have events out of this airplane hangar. So I fought in July. At the July events, they would open, like, the airplane, like the big hangar doors So it's not like we're not fighting in an air conditioned room. It's like, man, when we got there, it's like 98 degrees. And there's not a heat index rule for fighting. So it's like.
Did you know that going in? Did you train for that?
No, I didn't know it was going to be outside. But my coach luckily trained me like in his garage a lot.
So you're kind of used to that.
It was like 100. It benefited me. It benefited me. I still hated it, but it did benefit me. So like if you watch, you can't go back and watch my fight from Louisville on YouTube because a guy died that night.
Oh, no.
Yeah, 2 fights, and my wife tells the story, and she hates talking about it. But 2 fights before I went out there, a guy named Don Shea White passed away.
From the fight?
It wasn't from like a blow or like head trauma. He had a heart attack when in cardiac arrest. He died backstage.
Oh, no.
So, like, Don Shea...
That's going to be, like, crazy for the guy he's about to fight. Like, hey, you're not fighting anymore. Why?
Oh, no. Like, he died, like, they fought.
It was after the fight.
So, Don Shea comes in. He's, like, this heavyweight division. They're fighting. Don Shea dominates the first round. And second round comes out. You literally watch him, like, at times bend over and put his hands on his knees. He was so out of breath. And he gets taken down. I think the guy who's fighting him is Ricky Muse. And Ricky, if that's his name, gets on top, and he can see that something's wrong. So he's looking at the ref like, hey, I want to think the ref was like, you have to strike him. I can't stop it.
Right.
I may be wrong. I think that's what was going on. I was backstage watching like through a little window. So he like gives him a couple taps. They stop the fight. Don Shea had to be carried backstage. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm shaking talking about it. Like, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Don Shea, they put him in a chair, and they're like taking his vitals or whatever, and he just like collapses on the floor. And they put the blood pressure like cuff on his arm, and it's not registering anything. And then they clear the locker room. Like, everybody get away. So like they didn't tell us that he died. We all kind of knew, you know,
like out there.
Yeah. Like the ambulance takes him out, and typically at these events, you like once you go backstage into the fighter dressing rooms, like you're not to like you don't go out into the crowd until after your fight's over. I knew something was bad. They let us all go out and see our families. So I'm going out there, and then they announce, like, to the crowd, like, everybody, please say a prayer for his family. So, like, we all kind of knew it was really bad, but I don't think they announced that he passed away until the fights were over.
Man.
But I think, like, arguably heat came into play. And I know Hard Rock, which later turned into B2 Digital Fight Series, I don't think they ever had any outside events after that.
Yeah. Gosh.
So, but like, if you watch those fights, even before that happened, like guys are slipping and falling on the mat, and like just crazy stuff was happening. And you're watching, you're like, oh, these guys don't know what they're doing. No, the mat was wet from like condensation from the heat.
Huh.
Oh, man. I remember like, so I knew that happened, and it's like such a surreal feeling.
Then you've got to fight.
And I got to fight a guy in like 15 minutes.
Oh, my Lord.
And it's like, I'm not real proud of it. Like, one of the first things going through my mind was like, oh, man, are they going to cancel my fight?
Right.
Like, I've just cut weight. The weight cut was terrible.
Oh, I would bet.
The fighting is not the worst part at all. It's probably, like, toward the bottom of the list of, like, bad parts of getting ready for a fight. The weight cut's the worst. So bad.
Guarantee it.
For 6 weeks, I had nothing with salt added to it. So I fought at 155 pounds.
How much did you cut?
I cut from about a week out. I was down to like a week out from the fight. I was down to like 168, and then I cut 13 in about 15 hours, maybe.
Wow.
12 maybe. You cut like the bulk of the weight like the morning, like the night before the weigh-in, because then you put it back. Well, yeah, you don't eat, and you kind of dehydrate yourself. And like if you watch like pro guys, like UFC guys, they've got like saunas and like the bikes and stuff. I didn't have the sauna. So a little trick for anybody that's like fought amateur MMA knows exactly what I'm talking about. You fill your bathtub up. In lieu of a sauna, you fill the bathtub up with water as hot as you can stand to lay in it. And you lay in the bathtub for 10 minutes. And you've got like a team of guys around you. And you jump out of the bathtub after 10 minutes and you lay on the floor. They cover you with towels. And you'll lay like that for 10 minutes and then it's back in the bath. So while you're laying under the towel, somebody's filling the bathtub back up and you're like sweating all that out. So like if you have more muscle mass, it's easier to cut than if you're like more body fat because your muscles hold more water. Mm-hmm. So I like like it wasn't that bad to cut the weight at the end. The diet like leading up to it was worse than like the ending weight cut.
You got to be a little weak too.
You know, I didn't. Some guys cut like 30 pounds, dude. Like I was cutting. I don't know. I was cutting like 12.
Obviously, I've never cut weight.
There were some guys like at the weigh-ins that had probably cut 25 to 30 pounds. And there's amateurs got like laws in place now that prevent you from doing that, like hydration checks. Mm-hmm. But at the time I competed, there was nothing like that in place. So like if you watch a UFC fight and you're watching the like welterweight champion of the world, so he's supposed to weigh 170. That dude only weighed 170 for probably 5 minutes.
And he immediately started
put the weight back on. So he probably walked in the cage. Like in the UFC, a 170er is probably walking in the cage 195.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I weighed in at 156.2, and I stepped in the cage at 167.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is insane.
It was the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. Hands down, bar none. Most stressful thing I've ever put myself through.
I would say so.
And like, I don't know. I'll never do it again. I'm 35 years old and I'm like, I'm not cutting weight either.
Yeah.
But not like, there's nothing like it. There's I'm not going to say it's the best feeling I've ever had, but there's nothing that compares to it.
I'd say the adrenaline rush is crazy.
When they put the padlock on the door, it's crazy. It's just like you go in you're fighting in a cage, which is already like crazy, and then the dude shuts the cage door, and I don't know why they do it. They lock it. They put a padlock on it, and you hear that lock, you know, like
it's on.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, you're not going. And like amateur cages are like smaller than this room we're in. It's like if you watch the UFC, those dudes are like 35 feet away from each other. Well, that dude I was fighting is like where that bookshelf is. So you're staring at each other.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I could tell. That was a crazy night. I'm not going to like wait. I'm not going to waste everybody's time on this MMA story for 30 minutes or anything, but I had to walk out twice that night. Like we had to do our walkout music twice because they used all the oxygen when Don Che was going through his medical emergency. You're not legally allowed to fight without like standby oxygen. Mm-hmm. So we got out there and me and Derek, the guy fought, we're staring at each other like getting ready to go. And the ref like gets something in his ear and then he's like, hold on guys. They had no oxygen. So they were like waiting for them to get oxygen, and like we stood there for like seemed like 10 minutes and we're just staring at each other. Like waiting to fight. Yeah, man, I'm like adrenaline's peaked and I'm just jacked, ready to go. And then it hits me. Like you get nervous ever and your mouth gets dry. Mm-hmm. It's like I've got nerves and now we're 5 minutes in and my mouth's dry. And I turn around to my coach, Alan Graves was my coach, and I said, I'm thirsty. And he's like, it's tough, man. I can't give you anything right now. Like, because once you're in there, there's no, like, you can't do anything. And I'm like, it's sinking in, like, I'm in trouble. If I'm already thirsty and we've not started fighting, I'm in trouble. Like, but luckily, they sent us backstage and we did our walkout and everything again. I think I peed for like 2 minutes straight when we got backstage because just nerves and everything. But no, crazy night. I don't know how I got on that. I'm sorry for going on a rant.
I enjoy hearing those stories, man.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
I didn't because I don't know what year would that have been?
2017 was the Louisville fight.
I would have been. I remember hearing about it and seeing
I was
about
teaching.
it afterward.
I was teaching. I'd already started my teaching career.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So like I was coming in. That was my first year teaching. I was coming.
There's
in
that pressure. You got to win, and then
I was
go
coming
back to school
in.
and face everybody.
See, I had lied about it. Like I didn't tell people I worked with that I was doing it. I didn't at the time. I was young and I didn't know like if I would get in trouble for doing that.
Right.
So I didn't know like how the school district.
Your own personal time. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Though? Like,
yeah.
I didn't know how they would feel about it, so I'm like kind of lying. I was coming into school with like black eyes. I would keep the lights turned off in my room all the time, so like kids wouldn't see the bruises and stuff.
Yeah.
But I worked with, let's see, Treg Turner was working with me at the time. He knew I was doing it. John Jackson, of course. And I think John like didn't believe me until like I kept telling him like, "Hey man, I've got a fight coming up," and he's like, "Oh, wait, really?" I kind of feel like he didn't believe me until like he actually saw it happen. Interestingly enough, my wife worked at Bob's house at the time with Cody and Rachel.
Yep.
So my fight, they streamed it on
really
the TVs at Bob's house. Of course, it wasn't like a pay-per-view or anything. It was just the dude that owned the fight promotion like probably just went Facebook Live or whatever. They were they had a commentary team and stuff. It was really well put together amateur promotion. So like older people are like eating at Bob's house and like I'm
watching you fight on the TV.
Fighting. So like when I came home, like people that I knew that were probably like 55 plus thought that it was like a way bigger deal than it was. So they would see me. I don't know. They probably thought I was like in the UFC or something because it was on TV, you know? And I'm like, no, I didn't get paid for that.
For the love of the game, baby.
Yeah. Oh, man. But no, I really latched on to the UFC like after WCW went out. And then we got like you said, we got the White House card coming up.
No, I won't be watching that.
You won't be watching it?
I will.
Oh, yeah.
No, I will be watching that.
And you don't keep up with it?
I know who's good because
the card's really underwhelming.
Well, I think because they kind of pushed it like it was going to be like the greatest card of all time, right?
Yeah.
And there's no Connor, there's no like,
John Jones,
right.
There's no Connor, there's no Michael Chandler. Like, it's a good card.
If it
wasn't the White House card,
yeah.
people would be like, "Oh, this is a nice card," but they blew it up to be this big thing, and now you don't have any of your like money makers. I don't know. I'm still gonna watch it. But
yeah, I want to watch it.
I think Dana's mindset was like, I can't put these guys on the card and then something happen and then back out. If they back out of the White House card, like they've ruined the White House card.
Right.
If the guys he's got on the card now, like if they back out, they're all replaceable.
Right.
That
makes sense.
I may be wrong, but that's what I feel like he's probably doing.
That makes sense.
So what do you, if you don't watch UFC outside of like football, basketball, what are you into? What are you watching?
Right now, a lot of Bluey and
yeah,
a lot of that. But no, I watch the Reds.
Does she like Peppa Pig?
No, she is it changes so much. We're into movies now.
Mm-hmm.
She likes Cars. She likes.
Oh man.
Frozen is it? Like
yeah,
big Elsa fans over here.
I love Cars 3.
I love Cars. That's my favorite one.
The third one is awesome.
Cars, Frozen, both of them. I can like say them by heart.
Yeah.
Frozen's probably her top. Like we've got Elsa clothes and cups, and she was Elsa for Halloween. And
oh, nice.
Yeah. So then you've got what else? There's one I'm not thinking of. That's
TV show or movie?
Movie. Finding Nemo. She loves Finding Nemo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never showed the boys.
We went to
Finding
Disney
Nemo.
on Ice in Evansville. Her Fernie took her, and took me. It was me, Mom, Trista, and Maisie. And I was like, I'm going to Disney on Ice with 3 girls. Had a blast.
Yeah.
Absolutely had a blast. Elsa ate it right in the middle of the ice and just popped up. Yeah, and popped up like it was nothing. And I was like, did y'all see that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Evansville, Indiana. And I had a blast. I was like, because those people are athletes.
Yeah.
Like, them people out there are athletes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're out there skating and swinging around. And I was like
wearing all that stuff. I imagine.
It was incredible. It really was.
Oh, man. Asher is really into Cars, the Cars movies.
Yeah.
But, like, so does your daughter, like, if she falls in love with, like, a movie or a show, does she watch, like, the same, like, part of the movie, like, repetitively?
No, we'll watch the whole thing.
Oh, really? See,
I tell you what she's into right now is books. She wants to be read to. She wants to be read to. And Trista, she likes Trista reading to her. I don't do it good enough. And she knows a lot of the books by heart. So we've got this book called Solitary Animals. It's a book about solitary animals. And Trista will be like, da-da-da-da-da, and she'll go, solitary animal. Like, she knows the book by heart. It's hilarious.
So does she go to daycare? Your parents keep her?
Her, Trista's mom and sister run a daycare in Glasgow, so she goes there.
Now, what does Trista teach?
She's a counselor.
Oh, she is?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
She's in the alternative school.
What was she doing before that?
She was a counselor at Boyle, too. But before that, she was I can't remember what grade she taught.
She elementary? Okay. Man, could you do elementary?
Nope.
I couldn't do it.
Nope.
I couldn't do it.
No. I love elementary school kids. I couldn't do it.
Utmost respect for elementary school teachers.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Sure. You guys, elementary school teachers out there, you are soldiers.
I have 2 on my staff.
Ooh. Really? At Glasgow? Who are
they? Jack Herron, the defense coordinator, and Tyler Hughes.
Jacob was also elementary, wasn't he?
Jacob is elementary.
Was he still at Metcalf? I saw him, I remember it was 2 years ago. He's on the high school staff, correct? We were headed to Metcalf to play the Harbison Bowl preseason, like, scrimmage. I think the high school was finishing up a practice, and Jacob came up and hollered at me before the game.
We're going on vacation together next week. So he's family now.
So are you guys still like as tight as you were back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, we are. Of course, and like I said, we're family now because his wife is Trista's sister. So, yep.
And Dylan, I think Dylan's on the police force here in T-ville now. I saw him. He still looks like he's in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, Dylan was always like in incredible shape. I always thought he would fight in MMA.
He did train.
I was going to say,
I've trained with him a couple times. And
I'd say he could be good at it.
Yeah.
He's explosive.
Yeah. I told people, like, I think 80% of it's how you. Now this is amateur. Like, I'm not talking about UFC guys. Obviously, skill goes into that. But like when you look at amateur fights around here, 80% of it's like composure.
I can see that.
How do you react after you get hit? Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the nose.
And do you get too amped up where you get yourself tired?
Yeah. Like, I strongly feel like 80% of it's composure and then athleticism. Now, like, technique goes a long way, but I think you see technique come into play more when you get to higher levels.
Yeah.
I think. People are going to disagree with that, but everybody's got an opinion, and that's mine.
So, off topic, or not switching. So, you're at the middle school. How much of what they do at the high school do you do? Are you trying to replicate it, do the base level of it? Like, how are you?
Football, I'm assuming? For sure terminology. I want to use all the same terminology that they use, and I want to go with, like, I mean, I want them to get – I'm trying to think, how do I word this? We try to run a lot of the same formations and a lot of the same concepts. Now, I'll add, like, some things here and there that fit my personnel better, I would say, because I'm not going to have the same style kids they've got. But ideally, I want to be doing things like they're doing at high school. I want, like, it's my job. I view my job as, I want to win games. I want to win every game. I want to compete, but I want to get you ready to go to that next level. That's more like, are you ready to go over there? That's more important to me. Yeah. So, yeah. Did I answer your question? Or did I dance around it?
I like picking coaches' brains and seeing how they do stuff. Like I'm just fascinated with that.
I'm going to take a real quick bathroom break if you're cool. All right, and we're back after my second restroom break. Sorry, everyone watching. But, yeah, I don't remember what we were talking about.
Probably football.
Football. Oh, yeah, middle school vertical alignment. That's what we're talking about. So, I mean, yeah, just in short, I try to stay in line with what they're doing. Like, obviously, I don't want to, like, put in a crazy system that they're going to go to high school. Like, I'm not going to spend all year installing, like, a wing tee or something, and then they never see it again. What do you think about the wing tee?
Not a fan.
Do you like it? I hate coaching against it.
Right.
And I hate trying to teach it.
The thing with us is like, and we play so many wing tee teams on our current schedule, but we don't have to beat any wing tee teams in 3A. Like there's not a lot of 3A teams that we would have to beat that are like wing tee.
Yeah.
Now you got teams that run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
You got teams that do certain stuff, but I'm a option guy. I like the option. I understand why people run wing tee. Don't hate on people that do it. Yeah. I'm just never going to do it. If I'm going to become that style like of offense, I'm going to go to the triple. Yeah. And it's just because you put people in conflict. Triple option football is essentially read one guy, pitch off another guy, they're both wrong. You know, if he don't squeeze, you give it. If he squeezes, you pull it. If the guy attacks you, you pitch it. If he attacks the other guy or is indecisive, you keep it. So somebody's always wrong.
Anytime.
And you don't have to block two guys.
Anytime you're making a teenage boy, like, make a decision on the spot, you're helping yourself out. That's my opinion.
Yeah, well, you go back to my three biggest wins. All three were wing tee teams. I feel like we've done good against some. The thing that I don't like, I don't hate on the wing tee because we run some wing tee principles. We run buck sweep. We run counter. We run a version of waggle pass. Like we do all that stuff. My thing is just when teams that are so run heavy, they are built on playing tight or head.
Yeah.
When they get behind, they struggle.
Yeah. And
so, like, every wing tee team we've played, I'm like, well, if we score first, we're okay. If you can get up by 2 scores,
they're in trouble.
Now they got to start passing, and that's good for us. So that I don't hate on the wing tee. I just don't want to do it for that reason because if I get behind, it's going to be tough.
I've seen some really interesting variations of a wing tee in middle school. It's like
the gun tee and the veer and shoot and all that, and I like some of that. I think there's some stuff I would be more inclined to do something like that.
We played a team last year that ran like as a wing tee, and the quarterback was not under center. He was probably a yard behind the center, with a back behind him, and your wing backs had their back to the sideline on each side. So what do you think?
Like a flex bone type.
Yeah. What do you think the thought process is behind that? The backs to the sideline.
I don't know. I would have to go. I've set in on some wing tee stuff at clinics just because I know we got to play it, and I like to know what they don't like.
I can't figure out why their alignment was like that.
One common misconception about the wing tee is that, they just run it up the middle. No, they're off tackle teams. Wing tee teams are off tackle. You know, like you got to blow up the C gap. Like if you take care of the C gap in the wing tee, you're usually going to be okay. They're always off tackle teams, and people think, they just run it up the middle.
No,
they have a fullback dive, but they are. Most wing tee teams are big. Like belly teams or buck sweep teams or like power teams. There's not a lot of up the middle runs. If you look at it, it's all off tackle, sweep. You know, the big wing tee play is the scissors or Sally, whatever they call it, and all it is a counter. It's a counter. It's a double handoff. Yeah. Like that, to me, that's the way it looks. You know, if you now I've played a bunch of good wing tee teams over the years that are hard to defend. You know, at Bull we played Scott County. Central Hardin was always good at it when
Franklin
Coach Mattingly was there. Franklin Simpson this year, extremely good at it.
Have they ever ran something else?
I don't think so. I'd sure like to see them and would spread the field and see what they can do. But I think a lot of Coach Chaney. He's a good friend of mine. He does a really good job. And
who do you think brought the wing tee into Franklin Simpson?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
That's who's the UK coach that was from there?
Joker Phillips.
Yeah.
Maybe it was him. I don't know.
Maybe
when he was a player.
If I think when you say the word wing, like the phrase wing tee, my mind goes Franklin Simpson.
Yeah.
It's just all I think about. Did we play any wing tee teams outside of them? They had what were those brothers? Wickware? Was that their last name? And Patrick Flippin?
Yeah, they had a good team.
Oh my gosh. I got flatlined 3 times that game. Playing outside linebacker, I'm on an island a lot, and that was a tough game.
Yeah.
And arguably one of our best offensive games.
Yeah.
You guys put up a lot of points that game.
They're just hard to stop now. They're good at what they do, and this year they had a real good quarterback. I think he was a Delk. There's been a lot of Delks come out of there.
Yeah.
I know. Gosh, we thought we had the game won in the first overtime. We got them 4th and 10, and this kid goes superhero and just runs around. I mean, he dang near ran into me running out of bounds and flipped it to the back corner.
Oh man!
I mean, it was like we had to cover for like 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and like I'm just like, golly. I'm like, man, good quarterback, good mobile quarterback's tough.
So who was in Glasgow's district?
There's 1,000 of them. We are in a 6-team district.
Really?
It's us, Adair, Edmondson, LaRue, Hart, Butler.
Wow.
Yes.
There's not many of those districts left.
No, there's not. And it's hard. It makes it hard to schedule sometimes.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious.
Oh, yeah. That leaves you with 4 non-district opponents, right?
Yeah. And then here there's some teams that are in a 3-team distrift.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that make sense?
Automatic bye playoff.
Like, how does that make sense?
That's crazy. Who's it? Like, how often do they, how often is it decided, like, what division a school's in?
I think it's going to start being every 2 years. It's been every 4 years. We're waiting on the realignment now to make schedules and stuff for 27, 28. So they're changing it all now. The game is changing.
Yeah.
The RPI is changed the whole thing.
That's wild.
And we went 10-0 last year, and we're 6th in the RPI.
Yeah.
Like, you got to play higher class teams. You just it hurts you playing.
Well, like playing an out of state team, like does nothing for
flat.
you, does it? Yeah. Even if the
team we beat last year, Clay County, Tennessee, they went 11-2.
Yeah, and that did nothing.
They did not lose after us until their last game of the season, and then we got like 0.5 for that. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
there's got to be some kind of remedy for that.
When my last year at Boyle, we beat a team, St. Edwards, Ohio. We went all the way up to Cleveland and beat them. They were ranked 10th in the country, 0.5. I'm like,
no, that's discouraging out-of-state competition.
Yeah.
Which is bad. That's bad for the game, in my opinion.
Well, it's real hard on your teams like the big 6A schools.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough on a Trinity or
there's not in-state teams aren't like just jumping for joy to come play you.
Yeah, I mean they have to play out-of-state teams and good ones. Like, can you imagine Trinity playing St. X out of Cincinnati and getting a 0.5 for that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It would suck.
Oh, that's crazy. You remember?
And it matters because there's been talk of them moving because it depends on where you're going to go in the third round. Well, there's talk of them moving that to the second round. So, like, now it matters more than ever. So, I think you're going to start seeing a lot of schedules change.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some traditional rivalries that aren't played, and there's going to be, I mean, it just is what it is. You can't afford it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go on the road in the second round. You don't want to have a real good team and your RPI be low and then have to go on the road in the second round or the third round. You know, it just is what it is.
Now, in the state playoffs now, at a certain point of the playoffs, like, they reseed everybody, don't they?
So you play cross-district first round and whoever comes out second round. And then in the third round, it is you've got all 6 classes are divided up east and west.
Yeah.
And, well, it'd be west and east facing the camera. But you've got, so like in the third round, it's the top 4 teams left. So, like, we would be in the West in 3A. So they would take the 4 teams left in the West, and 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, and then on the East side, it's 1, 4, 2, and 3. Fourth round, there's just 4 teams left, so it re-ranks them 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. So you could go anywhere.
Yeah.
And now if they're going to move RPI out of the second round, there's no telling where you're going to go. And I don't know that they're going to do that. I just know there was talk of it. So you're going to see some schedules change.
That's crazy. There's got to be a more effective way to.
I just think they need to clean the RPI up with a couple little things, like
tweaks,
like out-of-state teams for one. You know, I mean, it benefits you playing higher class teams because you get these multipliers, and I've seen it so many times. Like, that's the secret to it. You got to play higher class teams and win, because it's not just their win percentage; the opponent's win percentage matters too. Yeah. So the better teams you play and beat, you know, the better RPI you're going to have.
It's very different from like when we were in. There was no RPI system when we were playing.
No, you just play. You knew who was going to be home, who was going to be away, because it was the West year, the East year. Like you knew if you made it to the semi-state game, if Fort Campbell was coming to us, or we were going there, or you knew where the region championship was going to be. Like, you just kind of knew like it was our year. But I do like the RPI and the fact that it forces you to play good teams.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't like have a weak schedule and you know, get away with it anymore.
It seems like there's got to be a way to clean that up and make it more. I don't know what the word like encouraging for the game. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Monroe played Salina a couple times in the last few years. I love that game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're 10, 15 minutes from each other. That's a game you want to see.
Yeah.
I wish we'd played them when we were in school.
Yeah.
I would have loved that.
But why would you now?
No, it makes no sense.
It hurts. I mean, and it's not because they're not good. They're probably a quality of team every year.
For sure. Can you imagine like what the crowd would look like at a 09 Monroe Salina game?
Oh, I don't know how good they were.
I don't know. Did you know they were on their schedule that year? That we replaced them with Franklin Simpson.
Did not know that.
John, of course, you were playing baseball. The schedule we got during spring practice that year with Clay County was in the Franklin Simpson slot. Huh. And I don't know what happened, but we replaced them with Franklin Simpson.
Did not know that.
Franklin Simpson was our first loss that year. I feel like we beat Salina if we play that team, and then we get the momentum we got going after that.
That was a tough district back then too.
Yeah,
everybody was good.
Yeah, Greene County had. Oh man, that Monroe
County. I feel
County,
like the 3 of those teams were like in the top 5 at some point.
The Monroe Greene County rivalry of 08 to whenever it went to. God, that was cinema.
Yeah,
pure cinema.
It's good stuff. I still hate them to this day.
Do you remember? Do you remember? I think. Did you talk about it on Ben's before the region game?
I did. Yeah, I got asked that question.
I'm sure that was a Neil question too.
Yeah, he always tried to blame me.
He likes to bring that up. I know who threw the ball. I remember who threw the ball. It was not you.
No, it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't. I know who. I'm not going to call him out on air, but I know who threw the ball, and it was a senior.
Yeah, that played.
Gosh, do you remember after that? Do you remember we had to go in the gym, and sit across from Greene County?
Yeah,
like just staring them down. Like, I mean, just nothing. That was crazy.
It was a wild night. Great night.
It's a miracle there wasn't a fight before the game. You remember the walk up to Greene County, like that big long walk? Nothing like it. That's my favorite place to play.
Oh, it's a good one.
That's just the best. And the smoke, the barbecue smoke would cover the field. Just looked like Gettysburg, like a movie. Where's your favorite as a coach away game? Your favorite atmosphere?
Lexington Catholic has an incredible they're hard to beat there too. And that's a fun place because you're kind of. Have you ever been there?
No.
You're like in behind the school and it's like tucked in.
My nephew went to school there for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, but I've never been there.
It's like tucked in behind the school, and it's like it's in the outfield of the baseball field, but it doesn't feel that way at all. And it's like everything's so tight in there.
Yeah.
And then you've got like Catholic school kids are just wild. The student section's incredible. Like, and that's a big rivalry for Boyle. Like Boyle and Lexcath were in the same district for a long time, and so we didn't like each other.
Yeah.
At Boyle County, in the locker room, in the urinals, there's logos of other teams in the urinals.
Really?
And Lexcath is one of them, yeah. You had Danville, Lexcath, Corbin, and someone else. I couldn't remember, but Lexcath was there, so we peed on them every day. Yeah.
I like that.
And that was a big-time game. In 2022, we won it, and Lexcath beat us over there. Big upset. Man. But that's my favorite place to go play away. I always like going to Lexcath. I've never played against Boyle County, but Rebel Stadium is one of one.
Oh, I'd say it's unreal.
Intense atmosphere. It's awesome.
Let me tell you, not to interrupt you, I'm sorry. But what I loved about Boyle County was I would watch a lot of your all's games. Like, was on YouTube, their stream, the Boyle County Sports Network.
Oh yeah,
it's all student ran, right?
Yeah, they do a great job.
That thing is awesome.
They do good.
That is awesome for a bunch of kids running that. It's like watching ESPN.
Yeah, they do.
That is so well put together.
They've
I love
got a class and do
of course,
all
like
that.
I love like media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that. They do such a good job with that.
I loved playing at Glasgow when we were in high school. I like that atmosphere. I'm trying to think of some of the other places that I've gotten to go. Trying to think. Lexcath's probably my favorite, just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't know why. None of the other coaches like going there.
Really?
I loved it. I just loved their little atmosphere they got going on.
When you played, did you prefer an away game over a home game?
I did.
I did too.
I mean, there's nothing like playing at Darrell Carter Stadium as a player, but I like getting booed. I wanted to be booed, and I
liked the bus ride, getting on the bus, and you've got that ride with your team.
I enjoyed away games.
I loved playing away games.
Yeah.
As a player, I would have relished in a 10-game away game schedule. Which I know that sounds crazy to a lot of people.
It's
probably,
not as fun as a coach, I'll say. There's a lot more to worry about.
Yeah, because I tell, like, especially the middle school kids, a lot of games are won and lost on that bus ride over there.
Yeah.
Like, middle school kids, it's hard.
That's one thing we do different is, like, I don't let them leave after school. Because, we always left, and, I keep them there, home or away.
With the middle school, they can't leave.
You can't.
Because we kick off a lot of times at 5 o'clock.
Right,
so
right.
We're squeezed, we're tight getting there sometimes.
I always try to have a team meal. We'll have somebody feed us, whether it's Chick-fil-A or Zaxby's or someone cooks or whatever, and then we try to we tell them, like, bring a pillow if you want, get in that locker room and completely get off your feet and relax.
Yeah.
We separate, like, varsity and JV. We will do, like, a lot of times the JV guys will go lift. Yeah. Like, or a freshman will go lift, and then we'll always put on a movie or something. But I don't like letting them leave, and I don't.
I'm right there with you. I like that.
Because there's just so much that can happen. I know what we were doing. Yeah. I mean, you might not get them back. So.
Oh, it did. In the state of mind they're in when you get them back.
Yeah.
It's just, man, 17-year-old kids can get into a lot in an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
They can get into a lot in 15 minutes.
Now, if it's a bowl game and, we're at, an 8:30 kick or an 8 o'clock kick, I might let them leave and say, all right, you got to be back at this time. Or, obviously, if it's, our first game this year, we won't be in school. We'll come in and do a walkthrough in the morning, and then I'll be like, all right, come back at 3:30. Yeah. Try to simulate school.
What are some big games y'all got on the schedule this year?
Well, we've got.
I mean, you've got your 4 non-conference.
Yeah, I mean, we got the bowl game at Glasgow against Southwestern, and then you got Barron.
Is the
over
TJ
there.
Sampson Bowl still a thing?
It's the Don Franklin Bowl now.
Okay. Saturday?
And no, it's a Friday.
Okay.
And then last year it was over there, and this year it'll be at our place. It goes back and forth, but
that used to be a Saturday thing. Am I right?
I think so.
And
yeah.
It was like Barron County would play somebody. And
I felt like it was Barron and Metcalf usually.
Yeah.
Or something.
And then Glasgow played Trigg a few times, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe or Russellville.
But then we take a very long bus ride to Barron County, and that's week 2. Then we go to Monroe this year, and then week 4 is Allen County. They'll come to us. We only have 4 home games this year.
Is Glasgow Allen, or would you consider that a rivalry game?
I think there's some stuff there.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard for me because I didn't play at either school.
So I notice a lot with like social media now.
Yeah.
Like when we played, like we probably couldn't name 10 players on any team we were about to play.
Right.
Unless they were like pointed out in film.
Yeah.
These kids like know each other now.
They do. They're
like
follow each
trash
other
talking on
media.
Instagram and Snapchat.
Yeah, it's a totally different dynamic.
Yeah. Like you see those what are the Instagram pages? Like I'll run across them like the old row is that what it's called? Like, you know,
yeah.
Just like they're just in your face all the time.
The Barstool pages.
Yeah.
Then we get into district play, and it's Adair comes to us. Then we'll go to Hart, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to Hart. Butler comes to us bye week. To LaRue.
What about that Hart County run for a couple of
years?
years?
They did a great job. I mean, they.
So what do you attribute that to?
Well, Chad does a good job.
Yeah.
He's got a cool little thing going, and he did a great job of marketing it. And then now they've got turf, and he's been there sinse I was at Barron.
So do you know him?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's a good buddy of mine, and you know, we talk a lot, and he's done a great job. And he had a good group of kids, and you know, he just maximizes what he's got, and he works them hard, and he does a good job, and they like I said, they had a really good group of kids and had good talent, and then they, you know, just did what they did. I mean, they had a good they have a good culture, and
they had a tough middle school team a couple of years ago.
Did they?
Yeah, that 8th grade, they would be.
I know he's high on that group. They'll be like sophomores now.
Yeah. They're look out for that group.
We're ready.
They had a couple studs on that team.
Yep. They
came over to Monroe and scrimmaged us preseason and smacked us in the mouth pretty good. Pretty early, like fast and early. And I mean didn't do a lot of crazy stuff. Pretty in your face. Like
I don't think we play them in middle school. They don't I don't think they
We've not played Glasgow in middle school in a few years. I don't think I've ever coached against Glasgow.
Really?
So, as a head coach.
Huh. Why not?
I'm not sure.
Get them back on, man.
I mean, I think it was just one of those things where something happened one year, like a scheduling conflict, and they couldn't get it worked out.
Yeah.
And we kind of, which I don't schedule the games like my athletic director's.
I got you.
No, I'll give like, if she needs me to contact a coach or whatever, I'll do that. But she does a lot of the scheduling, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah, that's
because
nice.
we have to plan like around all the other sports, and like she has access to all those schedules. I don't. I would screw up and like schedule on top of a JV game or something. So, but I think it's just one of those things where like we didn't play that year, and we kind of just like rinse and repeat schedule. And just, you know. But I think we're on the schedule to play this year.
Good.
I think so. Who's the middle school coach?
Cameron Garman. He coached with me last year.
Is that Coach Garman's like the
nephew? Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
He does a great job with them. He's head baseball coach too at the high school, and you know, he's going over there this year, and I'm excited about him. He's going to do a good job.
Is this his first year coaching the middle school team?
He's coached them before.
Yeah.
And he did that. I think they did a thing before. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I wasn't here, but I think they did a thing before, like they were doing both. Like they would coach middle school, and then they were like coaching JV too. I think they like did both.
The last time we played in middle school was probably the seniors you just had.
Okay.
They were probably 8th graders.
Yeah.
Name a couple.
Jarek Martin.
Yeah.
Hudson Gum, which Hudson didn't play. He wouldn't have played
Is there
middle
a kid
school.
that went by like Bull or something?
Cameron Bull, really good player.
He was all monster.
There was like 14 of them. It was
we played
Jeremiah Moore.
We had like
I hate
organized
to name them because I don't want to leave anybody out.
We had like organized. Like, no, I say we. I wasn't the head coach at the time. It was Randy. Coach Knuckles was head coach at the time. They like organized like a little Allen, Barron, Monroe, Glasgow like conference district type thing, and we played Glasgow in the conference championship that year.
Cool.
Yeah, good game. I think we won by like 2, maybe. Crazy game. Crazy middle. Like, it was a fun middle school game to watch.
Yeah, that was a good group. We'll miss those guys.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to play twice that year, but that was like coming off COVID, and I think like a lot of kids got sick on both teams. So it's like, do we really want to kill each other twice? Both teams were loaded.
Yeah. Oh, this is a heck of a group
Two
for Monroe
groups
this past year too. That's a good crew.
Bunch of good kids. Very athletic, I think.
A lot of skill.
Good sized line too. I mean, it's a good, fun group to watch. I coached a lot of those kids in middle school, and they were all really good kids, just really coachable, absorbed everything, like trusted. I don't have anything negative to say about that group. And if I did, I guess I wouldn't say it on the But I've got a few more audience. Are you good on time?
I'm good.
Like, I'm not in a hurry if you're not.
No, I'm good.
I don't know if people will still listen, but we'll put it out there. Josh Harlan, old buddy's got a few questions. I'll just read them off. Your freshman year, which senior had the biggest impact on you? He may not have wanted me to tell you that he submitted that question.
Well, I mean, it had to be him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he took me to and from practice all the time. He had this little black, I guess it was a Ford Ranger or something.
Yeah,
and
I rode in that many a time.
Yeah, he was my ride to and from a lot. So
my freshman year, Josh was a junior and probably had the biggest impact on me.
Yeah,
like just as far as like when you're a freshman and you come in, like you're kind of I was a little intimidated by the seniors. You know, like you just want to fit in, and
right.
You don't want to stick out for the wrong reasons. And Josh was really good about making me feel like I was part of the team.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was definitely be Josh.
I remember staying that. Like me and Justin we didn't talk a lot. And then I stayed the night at Josh's house a few times. And Josh had a girlfriend at the time. And like when he would be on the phone with his girlfriend, like me and Justin started hanging out. And that's how we become friends.
Yeah.
Me and Justin still talk a lot now. But no, you can't beat Josh.
No.
How would you describe your experience coaching with Josh Harlan so far?
Man. Let's see. Fun. We've had some good times together. Josh does a good job for us. He's a guy that I can say like has always and will always have my back, and will always, be there if I need something. He'll help me and does a good job coaching too. And I'm fortunate to have him on staff, and I give him crap all the time. I mean, is what it is. But Josh is just one of those guys that you like having in your corner, and he's always got your back. He's going to take up for you if you need it. He's going to let you know if you're doing something. Like he's not going. He's not a yes man. So I appreciate that. And he's a friend. He's a dear friend. So, but I told him, I said, if you don't do a good job, you can't be here. So he knew coming in like that there was thing. But Josh does a great job for us, and I like giving him grief. Kids all love him too.
I love Josh. Yeah, he's
Coach Nick.
He was at Metcalfe County Middle forever, and like the thing he had rolling over there was phenomenal. Yeah, the Harbison Bowl. I don't like the way he had that organized and structured every year coming in. He had teams like driving in from like 3 hours away
now he knows people
for
all
a
over.
Middle school scrimmage. Like just the networking blew me away.
He knows people all over.
Yeah, I think he won Coach of the Year in our region that year. I always wanted. I never aggravated him about that. I'm like, I wanted to aggravate him. Like, I beat Coach of the Year.
I'll aggravate him tomorrow morning.
Yeah. we hung one up on you. He did get, like, deservingly so. Like, I'm just messing around. But no, he had a good thing going over there. I really respect and think a lot of Josh.
Oh, yeah. Can't beat him.
And what lessons have stuck with you from Coach Pettit, and how have they influenced you as a coach?
Let's see. I think one thing from Coach Pettit was, and he said this on that podcast with Ben, is like, when you've got a good group, get out of the way and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Don't mess it up. And I hated that he said that, because like he coached us, like,
yeah,
it wasn't like he didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like he got us to that point. So
top tier motivator.
Right.
Top
yeah,
tier
obviously
motivator.
a great motivator. He gives some of the best pregame speeches ever. When I was at Boyle, he asked me to speak to the team. They were playing Metcalf. I don't remember what. That was an honor.
Yeah.
Like, Coach Pettit is really good at like that side of that motivate. He can bring guys in, and he knows when to get on the pedal. He knows when to pump the brakes. That's so. I think some stuff like that, and he is good too at like knowing how to control a game and manipulate a game.
My favorite John Pettit quote, I think we were seniors, was during the playoffs. I don't remember what question he was at. Like, might have been WBKO or somebody had came into practice, and what was their quote? I can't remember what they asked, but he was like, last time I checked, we're pretty dang good in November. Because at the time, we were, it was my senior year. We had gone undefeated in November in 08, and then again in 09, I think. Both Fort Campbell losses were in December, I think. So 08, 09.
Been right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So been right.
I think 08 and 09, we didn't lose a game in November, I think. Once again, I may be wrong.
Well, if it was a semi-state game, it would have been after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So we'd have been like 3-1 and 3-1.
No, they were in December. I know the 08 game was in December.
Not if it was after Thanksgiving.
I promise.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
The 09 year might have fallen like the last few days of November, but I remember like they made a big deal about it was the first time we'd played a game in December.
Oh. So, yeah, like I said, I can't remember stuff
right,
like that. I just think about like Thanksgiving break. That semi-state game is always the day after Thanksgiving.
Fort Campbell 2008 football. I'm going to fact check myself because I'm pretty sure. December 5th.
Really?
So it was
late that year.
That was the 2008. Played on December 5th.
I had no idea.
And 2009 was... Why is the date not showing up? Sorry.
I had no idea. So that's a week back from what it is now.
Yeah, like the schedule is different
Yeah.
now. Oh, I can't get the 09 date to come up. We always were in the shadow. Did you ever feel like that? Did you feel any added pressure coming into the 09 season, like following 08?
I mean,
like I did.
To me, it was a pressure of like.
This is a good pressure. Like,
it was like you want to, I felt pressure of, I being the quarterback of like, we just had this great quarterback in Justin. I felt like I was pretty unknown and I remember I played horrible in the scrimmage and it was like, so it was one of those deals.
Campbellsville, 0-0. I know there were a lot of question marks following that scrimmage.
Yeah, and I was one of them for sure. So it was one of those deals where, like, that pressure of,
how much do you think we really showed that scrimmage?
I don't know. I know
I couldn't tell you.
I distinctly remember trying to throw a vert and
if you asked
ducking
me,
it.
If you asked me to, like, recite 5 offensive plays from that team. I never knew what you guys were doing. I knew what to do on toss crack.
Yeah.
That was it. I jogged on the field for one purpose. Oh, sorry for all the silent time, everybody. It's killing me. I'm trying to find this.
Are you looking on KHSAA?
I'm trying to get there, and it keeps sending me to something else.
Let me hunt it.
Oh. But the 08 game was... Yeah, I just need to go straight to KHSAA, don't I? How do you get to the schedule on there? It should, like, Monroe County football schedule.
Yeah. I always go by the app.
I think our junior, like my junior year, your sophomore year, I'm pretty sure that was the first time Monroe County ever played in December.
Of course, the app only goes back to 2010.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You guys played a tough Danville team.
We did.
I was at that game.
We did.
What was the halftime score?
We were winning.
21-20?
21-20 or
28-27.
It was something like that.
I'm going to give up on it. I'll find it later. I'm sorry. It's driving me in. I'm like too much quiet time. What stands out to you the most from that like time period? Any memories stick out to you? Like other than like the obvious we won region.
The town, like the town in general. It's a different time too, but you know, if you won a game on Friday and you went into town on Saturday to get a Dovey burger or something, or went to the barbecue.
Do you remember the drive-in?
Yeah.
If you wore your jersey, we won the game. You got into the drive-in for free.
Yeah. So I mean, like, there was just some cool. I mean, it was a mini Friday Night Lights town. You know, it was just a good time, man. It was everybody loved it, and everybody took it so serious.
What's it like coaching in a town with two schools, like with two high schools? That may be like a broad question that's hard to answer.
It's kind of weird because like you're aware of what goes on, but you're just kind of focused. I know me, I'm just kind of focused on what goes on our side and doing what we do. We don't really worry about. I mean, they might, I don't know, but we're not real concerned with what they're doing, kind of thing. Like we'll concern ourselves with them, you know, week 2. But and I'm not saying that like to be a jerk or anything. It's just saying. I don't see any point in really worrying about what they're doing. But now, I mean, it's there. I mean, like the week of that game, they have a big community pep rally, and like they kind of throw it in your face, which I hate. I just want to make it another game. To us, it should just be another game, but it's not. It's not. You know, it's one of those. You know, it's very important to the community. It's a big deal. That's a real rivalry. I mean, that goes back long time, and you know, but that community pep rally is like a big deal, and they're shut the square down, and they do all this for a football game. And
so at the community pep rally, are both like teams present?
Both teams are right there beside each other. Both
so kind of like a
cheerleaders,
kind of like a college bowl game, like how they'll do like the like Kentucky
interviewing
and the music.
people on the thing, because now even now WCLU does both teams.
Oh wow!
So it's like we've got Joe, they've got Jay, and they're there like talking to players and interviewing coaches and all this, and it's. I mean, they make a big deal out of it, and it's cool. I mean, it's a cool thing. Yeah. Really cool. But, you know, just thinking purely as a coach, you're like, you got to eliminate that distraction.
Distractions. Yeah.
And it's tough because it's thrown in your face, and it's there. You know it's there. You don't have to like really motivate that week. Yeah. You know, they don't want to lose to us. We don't want to lose to them.
How well do you know Coach Myers?
Real well. I mean, I went to his football camp when I was little. You know, I've kept in contact with him for all these years, and
I don't know him. I remember growing up and hearing all the Coach Myers stories.
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, he's just a class act guy. You know, aside from coaching, obviously he's a great coach.
Yeah.
He's won everywhere he's been, but he's a stand-up guy. He does things the right way.
He was at Glasgow, like in the AD role. Is that correct?
He was the offensive coordinator for a little while, I think. And his son graduated from Glasgow.
Was he in admin at Glasgow High School at some point?
Yeah, he did something. I'm not 100% sure what it was.
Where did he retire? What, like before he came back to Barron? Was it Glasgow he had retired from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was at Russellville before that.
Was there any like chatter about him taking the Barron County job beforehand, or?
You always hear stuff.
Yeah. Well, I don't ever hear anything.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure you're right there amongst it.
But it was. You always hear when these jobs come up, and there's this one and this one, and you know.
Me coaching football is like complete accident. I never had any plans on involving myself in coaching at all.
Really?
No, I never. Like I taught I probably taught for 5 years before I was asked to coach. Jason Grissom, do you know him?
Yeah.
He got me into coaching. Jason and I become pretty good. He came to Monroe he taught there for a few years, 2 or 3 years maybe. And we became pretty good buddies. And he was coaching football, and like I wasn't involved with the football program at the time. And he like leading up to the summer, he's like, not asking my advice about anything, but like talking to me, like, what do you think about this? You know, like buddies would talk to each other. And then I think one day he was finally like, why aren't you coaching? Like, I don't know, nobody ever asked me to. He's like, well, I'm asking you. So I did it for free that year. And here I am.
That's awesome.
Loved it. I coached under him, and then I coached under Coach Knuckles, which was a different experience, like coaching underneath a guy like you played for.
Right.
It was different. Like I learned a lot of different things from both of them.
Yeah.
In my short time.
You learned 2 different styles.
They're very different style coaches. Both I've like I would say like I've taken things like from Coach Pettit and taken things from Knuckles and taken things from Jason and combined that to me.
Yeah.
So
that's what you got to do. You got to figure out what you like from this one and then make it
Coach
your own thing.
Grissom I guarantee he's the most organized individual I've ever met. And that's what I try to steal that from him, like bar none. I mean, he would like before our first game, our practice a few days before the first game, we would do everything like game simulation.
Yeah.
We would get dressed the same way. The kids would walk out of the locker room like we were walking out for a game. We would go through the coin toss at practice. We would run out like the tunnel, like just he didn't want somebody to come into a situation where they didn't like know where to stand.
Right.
You know? I like that. So I tried to do that now.
I like that.
And then Randy, of course, he's intense.
Yeah.
Not as intense as he was when I played for him. But, you know, of course he's coaching middle school kids too. But
I always thought he did a good job.
So smart defensively.
Yeah.
So smart defensively. What have you learned about yourself as a coach that surprises you? Maybe.
I don't know. That's a heck of a question. That surprise. I'm
inclined more toward like I feel like I'm a better offensive coach.
Yeah.
And that surprised me. I don't enjoy coaching defense at all.
Well, I did defense at Boyle, and I'm so thankful I did that because it made me a better offensive play caller. But I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really know what I thought about myself. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah. And that may be.
I think one of my strengths is in-game adjustment. I think I'm a better in-game adjuster than I am pre-game planner, probably. I'm trying to become a better pre-game planner.
Yeah.
I always feel like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I can get into a game. I know as a play caller, I'm more of a feel guy.
Now,
like I'm changing my whole call sheet this year.
You call your own offense? Or
yeah. I'm changing my whole call sheet this year because I've realized I don't use the call sheet as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
So instead of having 100 plays on a call sheet, I may cut it to 30 or 40 next year and say I am going to run what's on here.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, because I'm more of a feel guy and make the call sheet. I know that's one thing I'm adjusting this year because I just find myself in game, and I've done everything to try to change that. I went from having the sheet in my back pocket that Coach Haddock's always wore it around his neck, and I thought, well, maybe if I have it around my neck, I'll. Yeah. But I didn't. I still didn't. So I'm going to change it. Yeah. I'll make it a little smaller. And what I put on there, I'm going to use. Yeah. I think it's something that I'm going to. So I guess that's one thing is I'm more of an in-game adjuster. Yeah. Than I thought maybe I was.
I'll tell you, Lincoln, the year he coached with me, Lincoln's very good at in-game adjustments.
Lincoln is good. Lincoln does a great job.
He would see something. I would notice just things that he saw were things that I wouldn't even be looking at or looking in that direction.
I think he does a good job. I think it was smart of him. Well, no, he didn't. He was in the box for a while, wasn't he? But he's not now.
I'm not sure.
I think I've always thought Lincoln did a good job. And when he coached with me at Barron, same thing. He would see something that, but I think, I know one thing with Lincoln that I knew going into the game this year was if he gets something, he's going to go to it. Yeah. He's going to run it until it don't work. He's going to force you to stop what's working, which sometimes people don't do. Sometimes people don't do that. Sometimes they're like, well, this might work, but I'm going to try something different. And Lincoln, I know, is good at when he figures out what's working, he's going to go to it, and you're going to have to figure it out. Then he'll work off and do something else.
I don't remember what it was Lincoln saw is the game against Josh at Metcalfe County. He saw something mid-game, and he called a timeout. I'm standing over there, and then all of a sudden there's a timeout called. I'm like, who called a timeout? It was Lincoln had seen something. And he said, I didn't even know if I was allowed to call a timeout. He said, but I saw it, and it was about to kill us. I can't remember what it was. I know he can tell you, probably because he made the call. But saved the game, played a big role in us winning the game.
I think Lincoln does a good job.
Yeah, I once he went up to the high school, I missed his presence greatly. Yeah, it was awesome. I mean,
I wish I could steal him.
Man, I didn't know Lincoln very well, other than when we were in school and he was a little kid. So, but this may sound weird, but a lot of the times it felt like I was talking to you over there, just just because that's the only way I knew him. Yeah, he came to the middle school that year and was doing ISS or something, and I'd just taken the job at the middle school and I didn't have anybody, and I was like, I remember talking to Jordan. I'm like, you think Lincoln would do it? He's like, I don't know why he would. I'm like, so I called him, and there we went. We had a good year that year too.
Could you see yourself ever going up to the high school?
I would love to at some point. I don't know what that path looks like, but I would love to. In some capacity. Yeah. Now, how that what that path looks like, I'm not sure. But yeah, I would love to. Would. I don't see myself as my playing career. I played primarily defense, and so when I went into coaching, I thought that would be what I was the most skillful at, and it's not at all. I'm not a great defensive play caller. I'm not extremely skillful at making in-game defensive adjustments. Lincoln actually was pretty good at that when he was helping me at the middle school. And I'm not sure how comfortable he was being in that role, but that's a role I stuck him in. Yeah. No, I would like to at some point. Yeah. We'll see how things go, where the road takes me. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, I would love to. That's my answer.
I hear you.
Did you I asked you this before we started recording the podcast, I asked you if did you see yourself at Glasgow like before you got there?
Yeah, I did. I always had my eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Even like when I was at Barron, I did. And that's
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here without going to Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't have happened from Barron.
Yeah.
So I knew
that
I
would
had
have been
to,
a heck of a that would have been a heck of a transition.
right. And it's now once I got to Boyle, I was a little less worried about it because I was in such a good situation up there.
Yeah.
Wife loved it. Had a great job. I had a great job. So we could have stayed there forever.
Yeah.
It just so happened, it come open and we took a chance on it, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah.
Very glad we did. But yeah, I always kind of thought like that's a job I would like.
Yeah.
When you're in a good situation, you look around and you think, you're not like looking to leave, but you're like, what would make me, and there's only a handful that would ever have pulled me away from where I was.
I think I would love to coach high school at some point, but now that's like I'm in a difficult situation where I have no high school coaching experience.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I would have to be put in a role to gain some experience at the high school level.
Right.
Before I could, pursue like bigger things down the road. And I don't know.
Everybody has no experience at some point.
Yeah.
And
I didn't like if you asked me in 2018, I'm going to tell you, like, I don't think I'm going to coach ever. It's just, I just want to do my thing. I don't really know what my thing was in 2018 either. A lot of nothing.
You figure out what, there's an adrenaline rush as a coach that's different.
I've always had like a competitive drive to do something that like filled that void. I think that's a lot of the reason like I get into fighting. I wasn't like just jumping for joy. Like I didn't have any ambitions to like go to the UFC or anything. Like people all like that was something surreal, not to go back and spend a lot of time on this, but like in the dressing room, like at those fights, the amateur fights, every guy I'm looking at, like that's the plan. They're all like, I'm trying to make it, and I'm just like, I was just there. Like, I'm just trying to feel like I'm just getting an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
So it's like I realized pretty quickly I didn't belong there. I'm like, is this really the smartest thing for me to do if this isn't my be-all, end-all? Like the dude across from me, he wants to like feed his family doing this, and I'm just like checking off a bucket list item.
Yeah.
So I'm very fortunate that didn't go south. Like that could have like went south very quickly. But I just feel like I've always like, even before I got into that, I got like really into like running 5Ks. Like I want to do something like
to push
myself to be better than somebody else or be better than myself like a week ago. And coaching is a pretty good way to fill that void. I feel like it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. I couldn't see myself not doing it now.
Right.
Like I think like I just recently graduated from University of Cumberland's with my like principal, I don't know which ed specialist principal program. Mm-hmm. And I want to pursue that at some point, but like I also can't see myself not coaching.
That's me. I don't know that I would ever want to be an admin. I'm not saying I could be or not, but I'm saying I want to coach.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do anything. And that could change, but I can't see myself doing something. It'd be hard for me to walk out of the school building every day, see the football team going out on the field, and me not like being out there.
I'll say I've been really impressed with your career so far. I know, like, me and you were friends in high school. I feel like we're pretty tight when we're in high school. And me and you, we've went long periods of time without like talking every day, whatever. But I don't think I've not been keeping up with you. I've followed you where you've been going. That. So I'm really proud of the things you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Think you're doing well for yourself, and I hope you win every game but one.
I understand.
That's got my allegiance, you know.
I understand. I get it.
When's that game?
week 3.
And that's at Monroe this year, right?
Yep, it'll be at Monroe.
Man, that was a crazy game last year. Big rain delay.
There was. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like what kind as a coach, I've never experienced a rain delay coaching middle school games. Like what? I'm assuming I know like where your answer is going to be headed, but like what challenges does that present to you? Like when you've got
you just got to try to keep them focused, which we might not go about it the right way. Maybe that's why I didn't feel like we played good. We crank our music up, and we we crank it up, and our guys are kind of. I just try to keep them loose.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you know that there's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Between the next snap. So it's like there's no sense in getting revved up right now. You're not going to stay locked in. You cannot keep a high school kid locked in for 30 minutes. So you might as well just get loose, and when it's about time to go, let's start refocusing.
Yeah.
And let's get – I mean, you're not going to keep them locked in for 30 minutes anyway, so might as well let them get loose for a minute and play some music and have some fun.
It was a long rain delay, too.
Yeah. That was always my thing. It's like, all right, let's have some fun for a few minutes. I'll get on the board here in a few minutes, and we'll talk strategy, but enjoy yourself for a minute.
Fun game to watch. I wish we'd came out on top. Sorry.
I get it.
That was a really fun. I don't know. It was just fun. Do you – now, does Lincoln call the offense?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know exactly how the dynamic goes. But.
So, like, when you played during that game, do you think, like, you had any insight, like, on – not, like – do you think you picked up on, like, any tendencies outside of, like, if he has something that he has?
Well, I called a few tendencies out, and we didn't stop it anyway. Like, I knew that the start of a drive – trick play, and they still hit us on a couple, but stuff like that. And then, like, hey, if he has success with something – here it's coming back, kind of thing. And
is that not the most frustrating thing ever when you call a tendency out to your guys, or like, man, I've had times that I've like called the play, and then they still bust us for 20. Is that not so frustrating?
It's frustrating.
It's like I'm telling you where they're going.
Yeah, that's my thing. Just do your job. Like it doesn't matter what they're doing. Do your job. Like when you don't do your job, Coach Heron says he came up with this. It's nothing I've ever said or anything, but he says that I have a one and done rule.
Yeah,
it is basically if you make a mistake, you're coming out, and he calls it the one and done rule.
Yeah.
So that's just always my thing. It's like your job. I have explicitly told you your job. If you don't do it, you don't deserve to be in there. I'm gonna put someone else in. If they do their job. You better hope they don't do their job if you want to get back in, because if they do, they're going to stay, within reason. Certain treat them all fair, but not the same. Certain guys got a little longer leash than others. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're rounding up on 9 o'clock. Did you realize that?
Nope.
I don't know how long we've been going, but it's 9 o'clock. I feel like we've been here like 30 minutes. But
I know, me too.
Are you down to come back on sometime?
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to do it. Because, man, there's so many things I've not got to, that I had in mind, taking the conversation. It's been a blast. I've had fun.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to, are you good for another few minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do some lighthearted, more fun type stuff.
Okay.
You like Would You Rathers?
Oh, yeah.
So have you've been watching the other episodes?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the duck debate?
I have.
All right. So what are you fighting? You fighting a horse-sized duck or 50 duck-sized horses?
One duck.
Really?
For sure.
Let me hear your explanation.
You only have to kill one thing. No matter how hard it is, it's one thing as opposed to 50. My thing is 50 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
Horses are strong. That 50 is a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of stuff coming at you at once. If I can focus my energy on one thing, I can figure something out. But if I've got one coming from this side,
I think realistically we're going to struggle in both scenarios.
Oh, yeah. But if I'm going to struggle, I want to struggle with one guy. I don't want to be taking on. It's not like if you were fighting two people, if you can take one out, then you could, I'm going to focus on the one thing.
So what are you doing when he takes off? He's flying.
Wait for him to come down, I
praying
guess.
For the best.
Just going to wait for him to come down, try not to land on me.
So, a lot of my students watch the podcast, and, I've had some guys at school taking it so far as, they've, Googled how big ducks are. So they're like, so we've got like the tiles in my classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got kids like counting up the space of 50 of the tiles. They're like, that's how many horses you got coming at you.
Yeah.
You think about like the duck's house, but then you look at like that surface area they're covered. I don't know, man. Like, it might change.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I don't know what my game plan is. I guess I picture like just going in Pele style and trying.
I'm going to try to take a wing out first.
Yeah.
You got to try to take a wing out. And so you keep him on the ground.
And ducks can turn like their head all the way around too, can't they? It's like that dude, he's going to know where you're at every minute.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You're swaying me toward the duck.
I just got to focus on one thing.
Yeah,
I can't handle 50
I'll tell you
horses.
So Daly went with the duck. Lincoln and I went with the little horses. I've been like trying to work on an AI video, like a movie trailer where like we're Rambo style, like facing off with them. So
that's me, and I understand that a horse-sized duck would be scary.
Yeah,
but at least I know where he's at.
True. Do
the duck-sized horses, like, are they working in sync?
Yeah, like I've not.
Like, do they know what's going on?
That's another wrinkle in the equation. Like, if they spread out, we're done. See, I was always picturing them like coming.
Horses can jump now,
like
too.
herd style. I'm like, I'm gonna try to, but now like if they disperse, yeah.
What weapon do I have?
See, like I'm assuming like barehanded. If we have primitive weapons, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna take a bat, but that's not gonna do a lot of good either.
Do like they do on Game of Thrones and try to ride the duck like a dragon.
Tame it.
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you think? Me and Lincoln talked about it. You remember the gorilla thing?
Oh yeah.
Who's winning between one gorilla versus 100 men?
I just feel like it depends on who the 100 men are,
100%.
and not like how physical they are, but how many of them are willing to die.
Yeah. If you're in that first like 20 guys, you're not lasting.
You're getting
long.
hurt.
Yeah, you're not gonna last long.
No.
You better hope you're dude number 98.
Oh yeah, no joke. I feel like 100 dudes that were willing.
Yeah.
Like if you gave them an incentive of like your families get $1 million. If Elon Musk said, "I'm giving 100 people $1 million," like
to fight this gorilla.
Yeah,
you're gonna have some guys come out of the woodworks.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, if I die, my family gets $1 million. So
that's a crazy like that. When was that debate went around for a while?
Mm-hmm.
I think most people were on the gorilla side, but
yeah, because the thing
I'm
is,
right there. It depends on the guys, though.
Who are you putting in there?
If you got 100 Navy SEALs, like
they'll figure it out.
Yeah. Those guys go through some crazy stuff. Like they're probably.
It's kind of like fighting a horse-sized duck.
Yeah. Oh, you know where I came up with that?
Where?
ChatGPT.
Fair enough. I pay for it.
I do too.
Worth it.
I love it.
It's worth it.
I love it. I use it for so many things. So many things.
Most of our graphics are ChatGPT.
Yeah. I'll tell you, there's some stuff it's really bad at, though. Like, I tried to... there was, like, some downtime at school one day. So, like, my head's... Like, it was one of those days where, like, we only had, like, one of our class periods. Like, the other... Like, I forget, something went on at school. So, I was, like, only going to have my fifth period for, like, a few minutes or whatever. So, I'm like, I'm not going to do, like, a full-blown lesson and get every other class a day behind this class. So I'm like, I'm going to get like a word search going from ChatGPT. So it prints off this like 25 word search. And none of the words that were in the bank were in the word search.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't look at it. I passed it out to all the kids. They're like, none of these are here. The spring melon. So it's like, if you use it for a word search, double check it. Crossword puzzles too. You got me in some trouble on a crossword puzzle. It like didn't have enough boxes for the words or whatever. So I think you got to be like really specific with. I
tried to get it to make it when we did our like fast food bracket. I tried to get it to make a bracket, and it had like the weird. It messed it up. So it had like 8 teams up here and only like 3 down here.
You guys do the graphics. Mm-hmm. Was it you that said Wendy's was overrated or Lincoln?
Not me.
I hate Wendy's. I'm right there with Lincoln.
I love Wendy's.
I hate it, man. Coach Pettit always took us to Wendy's after 7-on-7s.
I know. I loved it.
Their
burgers are
really.
I love their burgers. Can't help it. I don't know what it is. Fries could be better.
I don't know. The fries are probably my favorite thing on their menu. I don't know.
The best burger no one talks about. Rallies.
Yeah, the Big Buford.
And the fries.
The Big Buford burger is top notch.
I frequent Rallies in Glasgow.
Yeah, I love Rallies. Oh, let's see. Would you rather win a state championship or $50,000?
State championship.
Hands down. Is there a dollar amount that changes your answer?
Yeah.
100,000.
Am I the head coach?
Yeah.
State championship.
200,000.
Getting closer. I mean, am I never going to win one again?
No, it's just like at that moment.
Oh yeah, 200,000 probably would do it. But there's nothing like winning a state championship. If I could do that as a head coach, it's going to take a high dollar amount. Like here's what I tell people about winning a state championship. You live forever. You are forever. You know, I was fortunate enough to be on 3 teams to do it. Their year is on that scoreboard up there forever. Can't take them away. They're always going to be. They could win 100 of them. Theirs are still up there. You live forever. I'm
just so vain. My dollar amount's so low.
What's yours?
Like I would take the 50,000.
I get it.
Now, if you tell me like it's 50 grand, I don't know.
There's something special about a group of dudes starting in January.
Yeah.
With one goal in mind, and you take literally 11 months to accomplish it, and then you do it. And then, but
the things that I would do for that I'd be willing to do for like $100 would probably surprise a lot of people.
Oh Lord,
that's another conversation. I guess.
My thing too is I don't know. I don't need a whole lot of money to make it. My wife would probably disagree with that, but I don't know. I don't know, to win a state championship as a head coach.
Oh, it's but my buddy John Jackson, we'll be at a PD or something, and he'll be like, "I'll give you $20 to," and I'm always like, "Are you really going to give me the 20?" Mm-hmm. And then he's always, Never mind. Mind.
He saw that look in your eye.
You don't know how far I'm willing to go. Let's see. Would you rather eat your favorite food only for the rest of your life or have to eat something disgusting one time? This was a Chat GPT. It's not worded very well.
I guess eat something disgusting once.
Yeah, that's a bad one. It doesn't tell you how disgusting it is.
I could, because I'm one of those that I like what I like. I don't vary much, so I could see myself be like, well, I'll just eat what I like forever. But I mean, if it's just one time, one meal.
I got really into when I was into weightlifting, I could down some disgusting protein shakes.
Yeah.
If you drink protein shakes regularly, you can handle some bad taste and stuff.
That's true.
All right. Would you rather accidentally call your teacher mom or wave back to someone that's not waving at you?
Well, I did that yesterday.
Waving?
At someone that, and they looked at me like I was a moron. I would much rather call my teacher mom.
That's what Lincoln said.
It's an innocent mistake, but I felt so, I went somewhere, I was like, hey, man, what's going on? And they're like, I'm like, my bad.
Oh, it's worse when you say something.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I definitely did that.
I've done
yesterday.
both, though, I think. I'm pretty sure I've accidentally done both. Would you rather lose your phone for a year or only have dial-up internet for a year?
Ooh, I definitely would rather lose my phone, I think.
Yep.
Dial-up internet, I can't stand when things run slow.
Oh, yeah.
And I probably need to lose my phone for a year anyway. That would make my life a lot less stressful.
Do you ever leave the house and forget it?
I've done that a lot here lately, actually.
It's such a good feeling. Once you get past that, I forgot my phone. Man, freedom.
Yeah.
It feels I don't know. I do a lot of stuff for money, but also I'm pretty it doesn't take a lot to make me happy anymore
Yeah.
either. Just little things like that. Would you rather eat gas station sushi or drink warm milk every morning?
Sushi.
Really?
Yeah. Warm milk. No.
I don't know if I've ever drank warm milk.
I'm picky about something. Like, I can't stand chocolate
Man.
milk.
I've never seen sushi at a gas station either.
Warm milk, though, I would be, ugh.
Are there gas stations out there that serve sushi?
I think so.
Ugh,
I've never had it.
that's crazy. Like
Probably tastes like rubber.
Imagine who's preparing that sushi. It's probably not some top tier hibachi chef.
Yeah, probably not.
It's probably some kid like we had in class 12 years ago
Yeah.
that like hates you.
Well, that'd be better than warm milk.
I've never had warm. I'm going to go sushi. 'Cause I like sushi.
Yeah.
At least.
The warm milk would make me.
There's a chance that the sushi is not bad. The warm milk's going to be warm milk no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather only be able to whisper or only be able to yell?
Golly, probably only be able to whisper. The way I could say more what I wanted.
Yep. All right, let's see. Would you rather have to explain every joke you tell people or never be able to understand anyone else's joke the first try? That one sucks either way.
It's a good one. I like making people laugh, so I'd probably rather not
Explain it.
Yeah.
Oh, you would rather not understand?
Yeah, because I can make myself laugh.
There's nothing more frustrating than thinking something's hilarious and then somebody not getting it.
Yeah.
That's
I like making people laugh.
I do too.
And I think I can make myself laugh. So if I didn't understand theirs, that would be.
Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather be stuck in 2005 internet forever or only be able to use TikTok? So you're stuck in 2005 with like MySpace, dial-up internet, or you have to like check your email and get your news and stuff from TikTok only.
TikTok.
I get most of my stuff from TikTok anyway.
Yeah, me too. TikTok for sure.
Never watch sports again or never listen to music? I'm getting rid of music.
I am too. I
don't listen to it much anymore.
I do listen to more podcasts.
Yeah, like I catch myself like, I don't know, we were riding a Bowling Green or something one day and I turned a podcast on and I realized at that moment, like, I don't know when the last time I listened to a song is. Like, how old am I now?
I gotta watch ball.
Who are you, like, who's your go-to podcast?
There's a couple. I listen to Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn, but there's a couple church podcasts I listen to. There's a good that Live Free with Josh Howerton is a good one. The Duck Commander people, Jace Robertson, Unashamed is a good one. The Basement Podcast.
Appreciate it.
I've got like 5 or 6 that I'll rotate through. Average Joseph Podcast.
Yeah,
Gotta
dude,
throw
Ben's
that one
got
in there.
some like crazy people out there. Like not crazy people, but like he's got some guests that like caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Did you see like the dude that did like security into
Yes.
like that was how did he get that guy?
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
I know.
I listened to that like I was locked in
Locked
on
into
that.
that.
One. Would you rather win $500,000 today or know that you're winning $5 million in 10 years?
$5 million in 10 years.
Really? I'm taking the $500K.
That's fair. 1 in the hand's worth 2 in the bush.
I'm like hoping I can turn it into more.
That's a good point. 1 in the hand's worth 2 in the bush. Give me the money today.
Yeah. And like I don't know what's going to happen.
I can invest that and turn it into 10 million
years.
or whatever it was. 5 million.
I feel like you're betting on yourself if you take the money now.
Yeah.
And I'm a bet on myself kind of guy.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Let's see. All right. Let's do one more. I'm curious your answer on this one. Throw a 99-yard touchdown pass in a blowout game or throw a 10-yard touchdown pass to win the game.
Win the game.
Really?
Yeah, win the game. You're winning either way, but it'd be cooler to like
I'm going 99-yard.
throw a game winner.
You brought up a point earlier. You're in the record book if you throw a 99-yarder.
That's true.
That's not going anywhere.
That's true. I still think
Still winning the game.
I'd like to throw a game winner. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
like you're in the like credit scene at the end of the movie if you win the game.
Yeah.
Like people aren't talking about my 99.
But you're winning if you throw you're in a blowout. You're
probably, playing.
Who am I playing?
Yeah, I don't. It's a blowout. They're terrible, I guess.
Yeah, game winner against a good team.
Still, I'm still going 99 yards. I've never played quarterback though, so it's hard for me to relate.
Would you rather be able to throw a touchdown, hit a home run, or dunk a basketball?
Dunk a basketball.
Me too, all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I've
done the other two.
I've had like dreams that I could dunk before. Like
I want to dunk. So
Like,
that's got to be the coolest thing someone can do.
my dad used to tell me he would dream the same thing all the time.
Really?
And, like I have dreams where I'm dunking a basketball. Nothing is going on in my dream aside from I'm dunking a basketball.
I
over
can't
and over.
even jump high in my dreams.
I probably can't touch the net right now.
Yeah, I think dunking a basketball would be the coolest thing.
That would feel so cool.
To dunk on someone
Yeah.
specifically would
Yeah.
be incredible.
That's why I would also be like a terrible basketball player.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if I could dunk, that would be the only thing I ever tried to do. Like coaches would hate
Let me be Blake Griffin.
Yeah. Like, why are you trying to dunk there? Like,
Why wouldn't I?
that's the coolest thing to do.
I think dunk should be worth 3 points.
Yeah. Yeah. They should be, something should happen different because it's the coolest part of basketball.
Absolutely.
Like, I want to shatter the backboard like Shaq used to do. Like, just glass rain down.
I just want to dunk on someone and, like, let's let them know about it while I'm going back down.
Like, in the game. Like,
Yeah.
you've ruined the backboard. Like, game's never been postponed because Steph Curry hit a 3 from the volleyball line. Like, everyone is looking at you just ended the game. You've ruined everybody's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely dunk on
That's a
someone.
good question. I'm going to add that. I'm going to steal that on future podcast episodes if you don't care.
I don't care.
All right, let's end it on a top 5.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm going to give you 2 top 5s and then we'll end it. I'm going to give you the classic basement podcast top 5 fast food French fries.
Rally's number 1. Rally's number 1.
Good man.
Trying to think of all the fries. Every restaurant's at their peak. McDonald's, 2.
I'm not going to argue that.
At their peak.
I'm not going to argue with you. I get it.
I'm trying to think who else even has fries. We eat at so many. Waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. As much as I want to hate on Chick-fil-A, I do like their
I just
waffle
hate
fries.
the fries there.
If
It's
they're
like
good,
eating
though.
like a mashed potato.
If they're good, they're good, though.
It's-
Crispy. And
See, like Michaela argues with me about that so hard.
where else is there? What am I missing?
Got Zaxby's.
Oh, yeah, their fries are
Sonic,
good.
Arby's.
You've made me redo my entire list. Number 1 is Arby's curly fries.
Really?
Yes. 2 is Rally's. 3 is McDonald's when they're done correctly.
Mm-hmm.
What did I just say?
Zaxby's.
Waffle fries and then Zaxby's.
Waffle fries. Yep.
Actually, I'm going to switch Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A.
So Chick-fil-A's
4.
5 or 4?
Chick-fil-A is 5. Zaxby's is 4.
I can respect it. Man likes what he likes. I just hate the waffle fries. I don't like. I want a fry to be small and like crunch when I bite it. Not like a burnt crunch.
I'm forced to
just
eat
like
Chick-fil-A so much. that
Really?
I have to, yes.
do you like Chick-fil-A overall?
I put it below
I think it's
the other
overrated.
chicken places. Yes, I think it's a little overpriced.
What's your favorite chicken place?
Cane's
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
Cane's.
Yeah. Michaela, I think.
Cane's, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A.
Michaela's either going to say Cane's or Zaxby's. She might argue Zaxby's.
Trista is Chick-fil-A all day.
Like, if we go to Bowling Green and we're not, like, dining in, like, we're going to Cane's.
Yep.
If it's
100%.
if we're getting fast food in Bowling Green, we're going to Cane's.
Yep.
That's bar none.
Respect to Michaela.
I like the Zaxby sauce, though.
Zax sauce and
But-
Zax sauce and cane sauce are the best. It's better.
You
than
can buy
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Zaxby's sauce at Walmart now.
Yes.
So, like, I never have to go there again. Literally, the only thing that you attracted me with is now available at Walmart. I don't need you. I no longer need Zaxby's. Their salads used to be bomb.
They did. They
And
took
they're
a
not
couple
good.
of them away.
They're not good anymore.
No, they took 1 or 2 away.
The last time I got a Zaxby salad, it was like soggy lettuce, and they threw like a bunch of corn in it. Yeah. I hate corn.
I get salads at Chick-fil-A.
Really?
That's what I get.
The thing
the chicken, it's not enough of it.
The thing I like at Chick-fil-A is some kind of wrap, but it has like a avocado lime sauce that comes with it.
That's what I get on my salad.
That's bomb.
That's what I get on my salad.
Now, the rest of the menu, I don't know. Yeah. I will say, I consider myself like a chocolate milkshake connoisseur.
Really?
Chick-fil-A is the best fast food milkshakes.
They are good.
Hands down. I'll give them their props on the milkshakes. They got that figured out.
Better than Sonic?
Yeah. Yeah. And I love milkshakes.
Right.
Number 2, I'm going Dairy Queen. Sonic's probably not. The Sonic milkshakes are good. It's just not like.
Give me the Sonic M&M Blast over anything. It's my favorite. Ask them to add a little caramel in it.
Oh, yeah. You can add chocolate in their blast now. You can get like a chocolate blast. Mm-hmm. That's a game changer. You like a blast over a Blizzard?
Yep.
Really? I respect it. I love my ice cream. Yep. That's why I've gained like 40 pounds since October. I do the same thing every night before bed. Every night. And I know it's bad for me. And I know it's why I'm gaining weight. I don't care. I'm happy. I used to get Bluebell. The Bluebell ice cream, cookies and cream. Teva Walmart stopped carrying Bluebell ice cream, so like that's ruined my whole
ruin your whole thing.
Dude, I've been in a bad mood over that for like a month.
What is their problem?
I don't know. Glasgow Walmart still has it. So I know like the contract with Walmart is not like abolished or whatever. Right. So Teva Walmart, whatever you ruined my midnight snack time.
It's tough.
Every single night before bed, I ate a bowl of.
That's true because you're going to be awake.
Yeah, now it's Mayfield cookies and cream ice cream because Breyers sucks. The Great Value sucks. Like the Bluebell tastes just like a Oreo Blizzard, and this is so fat. I get Hershey's hot fudge and microwave it, and I like pour it around. I like pour it around the edge of the bowl. So that it stays hot. There's like a science to it. Yeah. Around the edge of the bowl so it stays hot. I set the jar like on the coffee table. So I still got it if I want more. And then I take Nesquik chocolate syrup. And I drizzle that all over the middle of the ice cream.
That is an art. That is science.
Yeah, it's so fat. I know it's so fat. If you watch Ben's podcast with me,
that's funny.
I weighed like 175 when I did Ben's podcast. I'm like 227 right now. I've been eating ice cream.
I listened to it. I didn't watch it. I have to go back and watch.
Go look at that. I've put on some pounds.
That's
and
funny.
like I take after I eat like that first round of hot fudge, like I'll stir it up so like now the ice cream's chocolate, and then I'll like. Sometimes I'll just like get a spoonful of hot fudge and then a spoonful of ice cream.
That's awesome.
I do it every single night. And I'm like, why am I gaining weight? I know where it's coming from.
Midnight calories.
Oh man, it's so good. I don't even care. All right, last top 5. Let's go top 5 candy bars.
I only get like 1 or 2, so this is going to be tough.
Well, do you want me to change it? I've got some other list.
Let me hear the other list.
Fast food burgers.
Okay.
You going to do burgers? I got fast food burgers. I got TV shows, movies, and then NFL quarterbacks. You pick which one you want to do.
When you say TV shows, do you mean like any?
Yeah.
Let me do TV shows.
All right.
Number 1 is Game of Thrones.
Really?
By far.
Man, I would have put $10. You went Friday Night Lights.
That's 2. Game of Thrones is 1. Friday Night Lights 2. 3. So dumb. Can't help it. I love it. How I Met Your Mother.
Really?
It's my favorite like comedy. I've watched it through like Lincoln has too.
Yeah, really.
I think I've watched it through like 5 times, maybe 6.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
It's there's jokes that they make in the last season that they were like are referencing from the first. Like it's good stuff. Those are like the top 3. So the rest are like a step below. But I'm trying to think what else I've seen that I really, really liked. Because after those 3, like what am I not thinking of that I've seen? Sorry, I'm bad at top 5s.
You're good.
What am I not thinking of? There's a couple that I know I've watched. I can't.
This one would be a tough one for me because like I watch mostly movies. I got really into a show called Supernatural.
I tell you what, I watched for a movie I watched for the first time like 2 months ago, and it firmly now into my top 5 movies is American Gangster.
That's a good movie.
I had never seen it, and both my brother-in-laws were like, "You've never seen it? We're watching it right now."
That's
we were like over
movie.
there. I was like, "I'll watch it."
Yeah,
and I was like, "That's my 3rd favorite movie of all time." Like
Denzel Washington kills.
Gladiator, Patriot, American Gangster, top 3, firm. Shawshank Redemption,
That's
probably 4.
That's tough to argue. I don't argue with anybody's like top movie list ever.
The Jurassic Parks are 5. I'm a dinosaur nerd.
I got them all right there.
Yesterday I was sitting at home with nothing to do. I've got like this TV service my brother-in-law has where it's basically like a Jurassic Park 3. Boom, watched it all in one sitting.
Dude, I never hate on like anybody's movie list because I love movies. Love them.
Yep.
Like I could go to the movie theater by myself and have just the grandest time ever. You like Tombstone?
Yeah, great movie.
Oh, such a good. I think movie. Doc Holliday and Tombstone. Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday, I think, is the best movie character ever portrayed.
Love Tombstone.
Shawshank's a good one too.
That is a good one.
I think a lot of people don't realize that that's Stephen King.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I'm hung up on these other TV shows because I know I've got like 2 or 3 more I've watched and loved them.
I'm of no use to you there. I hated All American.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
The football in it's terrible.
Awful.
It's like
horrible.
Not even some. I love Friday Night Lights, but some of the football in it's pretty bad.
I agree.
Matt Saracen when he turns into a receiver.
Same thing with
what route was
same thing with Remember the Titans.
You remember when he was running the routes at Coach Taylor's house?
Oh yeah.
What route was it? Was he trying to run like a skinny post or something? It was horrible.
I don't know.
It was
you
terrible.
can tell that they didn't consult any football coaches or
Why
players.
would you not like?
I love Landman. Landman's
that's
awesome.
That's a good show.
Landman's awesome.
That's probably top 5.
It may be. I liked it.
Anything Sheridan,
Yellowstone.
Anything Taylor Sheridan does.
That's true.
Everything he touches turns to gold.
Yep.
Landman, Yellowstone, all the Yellowstone spinoffs. He's got another one. Is he Tulsa King?
I've not seen it.
Is that Taylor Sheridan? There's another one. Mayor of Kingstown's good. I haven't watched it all, but Landman's so good.
Yeah.
The opening scene he's tied to the chair. You're like, what's going on?
Landman's awesome. I liked it better than Yellowstone. I loved Yellowstone.
I did too. Landman's up there.
That was one of our. So Yellowstone came out my first year at Boyle, and I'll never forget. We all loved it. Our quarterback, Jagger Gillis, shout out Jagger. He just finished his career at Campbellsville. He was a big Yellowstone guy, and we were getting ready to play a game one night. It may have been in the Rebel Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, let's take these boys to the train station. And it caught on. It caught on. So, nice. That was – we started saying it every time before we went.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So, did you finish your top 5?
No. I did my top 5 movies.
Is Landman your number 4?
I'll go Landman 4, Yellowstone 5.
I respect it.
Out of technicality because I can't remember.
I'm gonna tell you. Do you like stand-up comedy at all?
Love it.
Really?
Love it.
Man, that's what I forgot. Lincoln told me you like stand-up.
Yeah, love stand-up comedy.
I meant to bring that. We're gonna have to have like an episode like that's just
stand-up comedy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Do you watch Kill Tony?
Oh yeah, I watch the clips. I don't sit down and watch the whole thing a lot.
Man,
but
you gotta watch it.
I love what I watch though.
Oh my gosh,
some of those
dude.
people are golly.
Oh my gosh, stand-up comedy, I love it.
I got to see Theo Vaughn live like 4 years ago.
I met Theo Vaughn.
Really?
Yeah. Well, all right. That's one of those times I told something and exaggerated it. I came in contact with him. He was smoking a cigarette on Broadway in Nashville. He lives in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
He was not Broadway. What's the comedy club?
Zanies?
Yeah. He was like outside Zanies, like smoking a cigarette, and I was like, he gave me like a nod thing. I didn't meet him, so I lied.
Still cool.
Kinda. I mean, but it was.
I feel like he would be cool to
he's
just sit
so
and talk
cool, so cool. But like, I don't know. I feel like he's like depressed sometimes when I listen to him talk.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a different cat.
Yeah, he is. He's a genius.
Yeah,
he's low key like a genius. Because his brain
is
firing on
functioning different than the rest of ours.
Yeah. I like Rogan. Who's your favorite current stand-up?
Theo Vaughn. He's my favorite all time.
You like Shane Gillis?
Love Shane Gillis.
I love him. Love Shane Gillis.
Theo's my favorite all time. That first stand-up special he did, I thought it was
Mark Norman's latest one.
I have not.
That's pretty good.
Him. He is funny. He is funny. He'll say anything.
I like Dave Chappelle too a lot. Man, if we can't get started on this, we'll go till midnight.
So Dad used to have XM radio, and I could use it, and basically I would just go to I would do basically the stand-up channels.
Yeah,
just listen to them.
Check that out. Kings of Comedy on VHS.
Yes.
I've been watching that on the Zenith
awesome.
TV. I love, what's his name, Steve Harvey?
Yep.
I love him. But like he hosts the show. Have you seen Kings of Comedy?
Yeah. Been a long time. Loved Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Loved his early stuff.
I can't really think of a ton of stand-ups that I don't like.
I like Matt Rife. There's a guy, what is his name? Blakely, my cousin, got me onto this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little fruity. He's very fruity. He's openly fruity. But he is hysterical. I can't remember the guy's name. Matthew something.
Oh, there's another dude that's like coming up right now that's not famous, but like I see a lot of his stuff on TikTok. He's from Alabama. Rocky Davis. So
I don't know.
Rocky Dale Davis or something like that. I'll find it and send you a link. He's pretty good. I really appreciate good stand-up.
Oh, I do too.
I love it. I've always wanted to try it.
So there was a joke at Bull that my buddy Mills and T-Ray, I told them, I said, I could do 5 minutes. I probably couldn't, but I told them, I was like, if you give me 5 minutes at an open mic night, I could do it. And they're always like, we're going to Lexington Comedy. Yeah. We're going to Comedy Off-Broadway, and you're going to do it. And I never would do it. But I was like, I think I could do 5 minutes.
I've always
maybe could do only 1 minute or 2 minutes.
I've always wanted to try it, but I think the stage fright would be what killed me.
Yeah, I would probably write a joke, and then in my mind it was so funny.
I genuinely think I could write a funny joke.
I think about stuff all the time. I could make that a joke.
Yeah, but I don't know if I could deliver it.
Yeah.
I feel like I could write some funny stuff for somebody else to do.
Yeah.
But especially middle school football stories. There's nothing like you ever heard Shane Gillis talk about being a middle school football referee?
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you ever see his press conference where he did the skit where he's the football coach?
No.
That's a good one.
I need to see
That's
that.
a good one. Oh, well, brother. We've made it to 9:37. Oh, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming on.
I'll come back anytime.
Let's if you're good with doing it soon. I'd like to. You and Lincoln down to maybe come on together?
Yeah.
I don't know how we would do the mic situation. It couldn't be that hard to just share that mic back and forth. It swings pretty easy.
We can do that.
Let's try some. He mentioned like spring break. We got spring break coming up, so
Okay.
maybe work something out.
Let's do it.
Either way, appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yes, sir. Oh.